Hang on, that's not right.
Oh
What the French toast is that?
Dave, that might be the wrong intro.
That's the wrong. What the heck happened? Son of a bitch!
Hey, everybody, to Spirits Spirits, Season 3, Episode 4. Cryptids Part 2, Dave.
Hang on a
I
second.
am your laughable host, Mr. John Watkins, with your host. He's not the most
I'm
today,
not. I'm not feeling the most right now.
Mr. David Lowe.
The hell.
Oh, what happened there is wrong file, Dave.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, you want to redo the intro, Dave?
I want to redo the intro, Dave.
Oh, that's hilarious. I was sitting there putting everything in. I looked up, was like,
I was like,
that don't look
did I
right.
mess up on the episode number? And then it was like, look at me, and I'm like, oh, son of a.
I was like,
So that's how the technical director operates, apparently.
yeah. Dave, we can't be perfect all the
God
time.
damn it, son of really. I spent time working on that son of a.
We're watching this intro, Dave. We're gonna watch this intro.
We're gonna watch this intro. Oh, you bastard.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that was great. That was great.
Huh.
You wanna try it again?
Yeah. I need to upload the file. So give me a second.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Oh man,
Ah.
so pissed right
You know what I noticed? Because we just got done recording our exclusive for Scare Network.
Yeah.
So after you guys watch this live, you wanna go over to Scare Network and, subscribe to that channel on YouTube, and watch our show there. I noticed that, Dave, neither one of us have our ghost tube on tonight.
Holy crap. That's right.
I mean, it's okay, we're doing cryptids, but
We did not
after
have our
last
I mean, yeah,
last
didn't even think about it.
I thought that was interesting. That was interesting.
That was interesting in that we neither of us caught that.
I realized that in our break between the 2 shows here,
Yeah, I'm like,
it was quiet. Oh, that's why.
yeah. Okay.
Throw
So
that in.
mine's it. And I've Bluetoothed it into the board, so it should pop in. Oh yeah, that's yep, it worked. It
Oh, that was mine.
was yours. Yep, no, mine didn't do anything. Yours is louder this time.
I have it turned up a little bit on the board.
I'm glad, bro, because I'm sorry, we caught some stuff that I went back and watched, and this is on our exclusive episode from Maine on Scare Network TV. I caught some stuff on your ghost tube during that show that we missed while we were recording it.
Really? I
Yes.
think I remember she sent me a message about it, and I forgot what it said.
Oh, do you want me to tell you?
Well, yeah.
Because yeah, I'll tell you. Um, it was pretty darn good.
It was an interesting week over here, after that show.
Mhm.
Uh,
Well,
I had to clean
yeah,
the house.
because yeah, there was really
Doctor.
and it was funny because I didn't piece it all together, um,
Drip.
and then, looks like we got Marcia
Yeah,
in there.
You.
good
Hey there,
hello. Thanks for stopping in.
appreciate that. I was like, "Hey, there's an extra comment." I'm sitting here
Not.
wallowing in self-pity trying to figure out
Diane.
why the heck the
Above.
Russian
Yeah, well, I had
stupid.
an interesting week over here.
Where am I?
I had to cleanse the house.
Yeah,
Like it was freaking some people out over here, and I had a yeah. But, after the cleansing, things kinda went back to normal, and
that's good.
Dress.
everybody's all happy again. But, yeah, after those orbs, bro, I'm interested, so because we talked about on our exclusive, we talked about on Scare Network, Strand,
Fool. Follow you.
right?
Yeah, the
Bedroom.
Strand Cinema we did
Yeah.
exclusively on Scare Network TV. So if you
Exclusive
guys
on
want to
Scare
see that episode, go on
Network.
scarenetwork.tv and give that a look because it
What
was
happened
awesome.
to me?
Is yours not coming in, Dave?
Kitchen.
Mine is not.
Don't leave.
And even after cleansing the house, Dave, I am still pretty damn active over here.
Not.
Not.
Well, it's KNOT.
Strong.
It's a strong knot, Dave.
Oh,
Light. Peace.
strong not.
Health. Disagree.
Man, it is super chatty. But yeah, Scare Network Television, we do an exclusive every week there, going
Statue.
coinciding with what we do on our lives. So this week we're going to be talking as a part two of cryptids. We're going to be talking about 3 different cryptids here on Scare Network. We talked about a cryptid exclusively for Scare
Fool.
Network. That's twice. It's called
Mirror.
in the mirror. Okay. Can't hear.
Camera.
Can't hear the ghost tube or can't hear us? That's the question.
Show yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave, you can type better than I can. I'm go one hand here if you want.
No, we're talking to her. Can you not hear us? Because
That'd be kind of weird because that'd be something that's going on Facebook.
yeah,
And if that's the case, if you can't hear us on Facebook, definitely go to the YouTube Spiritual Spirits page and click on that.
yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna go to our spiritual spirits page
All right. So
and see if
hopefully
I can hear it.
get some echo. Oh yeah, yeah. She can't hear us, Dave.
Yeah.
Interesting. Must
Get
be
some echo.
Mirror.
something
Yeah,
going
she
on
can't
with Facebook
hear us,
Live.
Dave. Yeah.
Interesting.
No, I can hear us.
Oh,
Get some echo.
Mirror.
something going
Yeah,
on
she
with
can't
Facebook
hear us,
Live.
Dave. Yeah.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's the echo. I can we're
Yeah.
definitely coming through on there. That's kind of weird that Marsha can't
So I'm
hear
I'm
us.
sorry, Marcia, that you can't hear us, but yeah, maybe
Virgin.
check your video feed. You might be muted, or you might
Look.
have that
Are you a
volume
friend?
down. Uh,
She can't hear
hmm.
any of that, Dave.
I,
I'm
I'm
lost.
not judging.
Wound. Thirst.
Worst case scenario, have her go over to the Spirit Spirits YouTube page there, Dave, and catch us out there. That's crazy.
Am I dead?
Oh,
Demon.
that was yours.
Okay. That is mine.
Up.
Oh, what a what an interesting way.
Stop.
Well, well,
Abused. Rope.
While we're sitting here and Dave's doing some technical director stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the fine print. So again, we want to thank Anchor. Anchor as well allows us to do the audio portion of this live podcast and put it all to your favorite spots like Spotify. Someone turned my Bluetooth on and it wasn't me.
Who are they? Male.
uh,
Well, we're happy. We're happy. I won't charge you for that technical support. That's a free service that we offer on Spirits with Spirits. Is we'll help you check your system,
Christian.
make sure you're on.
But Anchors allows us to do the audio portion of this live
Angel.
broadcast. Put out to your
Nice.
favorite spots, places like Spotify, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Apple Podcasts, and of course now iHeartRadio. It's a great way to start your podcast career because they'll actually sponsor you. And as you
Seller.
continue to
Don't.
grow, it's a great way to stick with Anchor because they'll actually find more sponsors as your as your
Nicholas.
as you're growing your fan base. So thank you, Anchor, for that. Of course, thank you for StreamYard. StreamYard is what allows us to do the multi-stream here to where we can be on that Facebook Spirits page.
I hear you.
Spirits with John and Dave, and of course Twitch Spirits with Spirits.
How do you feel? Frustrated.
This is great.
Cemetery.
I currently turned. Oh, I love it, Marcia. Thank you.
You got like knee deep into that. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, don't forget the fine print.
Imprisoned.
Yeah. Dave played the wrong intro tonight.
Shut up.
So we're all having technical difficulties over here.
We're all having problems. I do have. I hope I have the new intro loaded. I think I have the new intro
Rituals.
loaded.
Oh, she's blurring shit out.
Murdered.
Oh, that
6.
was all right. So
should we play the new? Should we play the intro?
you want to play the new Dave? You put a lot of effort into this intro
I worked
here.
hard on this. God damn it!
I think maybe let's throw the new intro.
I swear though, if it still says episode 3, I'm just gonna shut it off and I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna quit while I'm behind. And yeah, tell Satan.
He won for the day.
He won.
Go ahead and play, Dave.
All right, let's try it.
Spirits with Spirits.
All right, fuck it.
Damaged.
It is damaged.
Damn it. What the hell?
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh well. You work so hard on it too, Dave.
My baby.
Why is it not? Did it say crybaby?
It said my baby.
Okay.
But we do got a great show for you tonight. But first things,
Damn it.
this is called Spirits, Dave. So I want to know, what is your spirit of
40.
choice for tonight?
Tired. Grandmother.
I don't know. I'm tempted to break out the
dumb.
tequila now. 'Cause,
Clean.
Oh, that's hilarious.
so, okay. So what are you talking about?
What's
like
spirit of
chains.
choice? Like I'm sticking with still the good old Guinness over here.
Class. Battle.
Oh, our actual beverage that
Hidden.
we're talking. I get it now. I know where you're going. I'm still flustered on this. Okay, so I have got the Firefall Red Ale from Tioga Sequoia Brewing Company. It's kind of a local brewery.
Nice.
So it's a Firefall Red.
That sounds yummy.
It is. It's tasty.
Homer says, I'm a grandmother and tired. Everything she says, I relate.
Sad.
It's sad. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
we are grandparents as well, so
yeah.
Mirror.
Oh, I do gotta put those words up on my mirror. Mirrors. Uh,
mirrors.
yeah,
Poop.
interesting week. Last week's episode, catching those orbs, and you, who is this?
Jonathan.
So,
It's Jonathan.
so Marcia, being new to the show, we run ovuluses wired into
Died.
our equipment
Yeah.
here, where you guys get to hear exactly what they're saying. And I live in a very haunted house. And so as you notice, mine is very
Sad.
active.
Dad.
Dave's is okay. Mine don't shut up.
Mine doesn't talk very much. Just
Which
say her name.
did it say her name?
I got Olivia.
No, Sad died, Jonathan. No, it hasn't said your name yet, but it
I
has
think
been known to
mine
call
said
people out.
Olivia. I think that was
Okay.
the ghost one. Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mine said Olivia.
Ah. But yeah, okay, so Dave, what did you catch it saying? The ovulus is what
Okay.
Dave was kind of talking at the beginning of the show on the exclusive on Scare
Right.
Network.
So when we were talking about Strand Cinema,
Yeah.
we were talking about the woman who committed suicide in the beginning, and she's hearing shit. That's fine. We do too. It's okay. Um, so, um, and in the beginning, we were talking about because the the theater opened in 1929. This woman killed herself in 1930, and they never identified the woman, and they just suspect that she committed suicide because she was apparently alone in the balcony. And we were talking about how she fell. We were like, I wonder how she fell,
It
was our
said
question. And it
backwards.
said backward. Your ovulus said backward. While we had just continued on with the conversation, and
Chin.
I heard backward, and I was like, whoa. So I rewound that back, and sure as shit, backward. So apparently, and I was like, I'm wondering how she fell, was my question. And your ovulus said backward.
That's awesome.
Okay. The second thing I caught in the replay was at the end when we were talking about the
Chin.
shadow figure
Laughing.
and how the shadow figure,
Say.
we were talking about the shadow figure might predate the
Hidden.
theater
Yeah.
and be there on the land or something like that. And then you brought up that
False.
you think the shadow figure or the non-human entity came with the woman who committed suicide.
Yes. Remember saying that.
Yeah. So you said that you think that the woman killed herself and she got booted off.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Not
Hello.
having any luck, Marcia. I'm so sorry.
No, she's talking about
But
the lady got booted off.
oh, she got booted off. Yeah, she was the weakest link, and yeah,
Stop
she got kicked off
recording.
the island. But so she, let's say she committed suicide or she fell backwards off the balcony and she died. If that dark entity was an attachment to her, that entity, you said that entity probably remained. Did. See? That entity remained. That entity came with the woman and remained at the theater.
Yeah.
And right after you said that,
Oh no, that's not good.
yeah, she got moved from the live.
Oh, sorry about that, Marcia.
Yeah. You
It
should be
wasn't
able to
us, I
pump.
promise.
But anyway, right after you said that sentence, your ovulus said true.
Oh shit.
So
Wow.
spirit, I so I'm telling you, there were a lot of synchronicities that happened when we did the Strand Cinema, and then we started doing our live stream
What year is it?
and we caught the orbs.
Just how was crazy.
daughter,
And then you caught, you guys caught the image of the little boy
hammer,
in your
Dude, not just caught the little image of a boy. Moved shit, Dave.
No, remember the little boy. We talked about the little boy in the Strand Cinema,
Yeah.
and he threw papers and markers and shit
Bible.
around.
Yeah. Moving toy boxes, the Hot Wheel toy boxes that we have for the grandson. Came over and was getting my girlfriend's attention.
Mhm.
Walked over to the gun safe and shook its head no. Like, didn't like the gun safe.
Yeah. Well, smart kid.
Yeah,
I don't like unsafe either.
It's like freaked her out a little bit. So I cleansed the house, and everything's been good since.
Mm-hmm.
Who are they?
But as
Damage.
you can tell, with living pretty much with a portal in your house, it doesn't seem to. It doesn't last long, Dave.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't let up. And so, I mean, just so you guys know, I mean, I have Native American things going on.
Speak. They're here.
I am speaking.
Did you get
And I'm
there
allowed
here
to speak.
too?
No, I got speak.
Oh, I got there here. That's not good.
Native
Liar.
American. So in order to prevent them from
Where? Toy.
wreaking havoc on my family and disturbing me in my sleep,
Vincent.
I have a barrier spell around my property.
Grandfather.
Yeah.
Okay. Grandfather.
Donald.
So the only time that I get activity on my Ovulus is when I'm on this show.
Yeah.
Because I get
Who are they?
stuff from your portal coming through the internet to here. And I think that's a prime example of what happened with the Strand Cinema.
Yeah.
Alexander.
Yeah, I agree. It's
Sink. Church.
I always have activity, you know, and I see shit and I hear shit and all that good stuff. It's a normalcy for me. I'm probably bad because I do this, but I kind of invite it in because well, I'm curious.
Careful.
And yeah,
I'm close.
trying to be careful about it.
Guilty.
But
Start.
when it affects other people in the house, you have to do something about it. It's
Oh, I gotta shut that? Okay.
the
Thank you. Lower.
No, thank you. Lower. Thank you.
the
My granddaughter's
the but what we caught last week on the show, and now going back to the replay of Strength Cinema and catching all those orbs, and then what happened from that night on. It was a week. It was a week.
Yeah.
I gotta tell
Stop.
you. Okay, I'll stop. We're gonna talk about cryptids now. How about that?
We're gonna talk about cryptids. So we're in cryptids part 2. So our season, this is season 3, of course, and so for half of the episodes, we're talking about haunted locations in either countries or states.
Yep.
And then the other half is we're going to talk about cryptids. And little did we know, there are hundreds
So
of
many.
cryptids. Says Drake.
It did say drink, Dave.
Drinking game with the Ovulus. Every time it says demon, we drink.
Okay. Demon, or are we gonna go with Satan with that
Listen.
too?
I'm listening. Okay, what is the word?
Peace.
Peace?
My baby. Pleasure.
Okay. That was a whole bunch of words there. Do we have to do enough for all that?
All boom, 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 just tumbling through. Uh, what's the word? What's the drinking word for tonight? Do we want to go?
Okay, give me one word, Ovulus.
Daft.
It's a hard word. I've never heard daft come through.
Like daft, like you're stupid.
D-A-F-T. Daft.
Okay, so it's not Daft Punk, the musician.
Yeah.
It's daft, like we're stupid for thinking that we're gonna do this. I just said bribe, so I must have paid someone off. No, so I let's do demon. So demon is our word of the day.
Word of the day. Demon.
Yeah, it's our word of the day. So when demon pops up, we have to drink.
Okay.
You.
I am not a demon.
You. I've been called the demon
Yeah.
by many women, including my wife.
We've got 3 interesting
Where am
cryptids
I?
we're going to talk about
Leave
tonight
here.
as part of our 4 cryptids that we talked about this week.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to start?
That's interesting.
They're kind of all 3 kind of interesting little places that we're.
Living room.
Yeah, we definitely again with the living room, huh? So I got living room twice. And my daughter and granddaughter just came home. So
Mark.
I don't know who Mark is, except for my nephew.
Table.
Yeah, that's my table.
Maybe.
Maybe table. But yeah, where to start? So we
I
picked
think I know where I want to
a
finish.
good variety. I'm okay. Let's start with the bat squatch. Let's just jump right into that thing.
This is jump right into the bat squatch, which is very interesting. And there's something I want to talk about on this bat squatch too. But
Listen.
Yes.
Friend.
This thing's only been seen since the 1980s.
More.
So
Yeah, in fact, exactly 1980. Its first appearance was when Mount St. Helens erupted.
Which kind of goes into what I want to talk about with the bat squatch.
Command.
Exactly. And you brought up this point, and I'll let you explain it in a second because it's really fascinating. Because I was like, oh wow, that makes a lot of sense.
Seance.
No seances.
No seances. If we, talking about our first cryptid episode, we
Yes.
mentioned the Mothman.
Yes.
And
Potter.
as we read up on the Mothman,
There was a pattern to the Mothman.
there's a pattern to when the Mothman appears. And you brought up an interesting point. So go ahead and
So the big thing with the Mothman that we kind of the pattern that we saw with the Mothman, and people have actually talked about this before as well, but we recognize it in our research as well. Is the Mothman always appeared when a catastrophic event happened, just days before, sometimes a month before a catastrophic event, sometimes the day it happens, people would see the Mothman. And
What is
and when
this?
we're doing our research and we're talking about this during our pregame on Instagram Live, it just hit me that, and you were there at this time. I just want to point out, Dave was there when Mount St. Helens blew. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
But when Mount St. Helens blew in 1980,
Listen, Satan. Always.
it said Satan, not demon.
But it said, listen, Satan, and mine said always. So remember, always listen to Satan.
Always. The interesting fact about Mount St. Helens blowing and them seeing the Bat Squatch is the resemblance to the Mothman that the Bat Squatch had when Mount St. Helens blew. And I found it interesting that did they see a Bat Squatch
Believe.
or did they see the Mothman as a precursor to Mount St.
Threat.
Helens blowing during the catastrophic event?
Because that's what we found out with the Mothman is the Mothman's appearance
Curse.
usually precurses some
Wit.
kind of disaster.
Stroke.
And I'm so was it
Devil.
it's a devil, not demon.
Open. Ritual.
So did they see the Mothman at this time? Or did they actually see a Bat Squatch?
Hmm.
I think that's my question here.
Niece.
What do you think?
31. Grandson.
What do you think people saw? Do you think they saw the Mothman, or do you think this was the birth of the Bat Squatch?
I think this was the birth of a
Thomas.
Bat Squatch, but I'm wondering if we're talking about
One and the
the
same?
Bat Squatch is appearing for a similar
Karma.
reason.
Restless. Leave here.
Well, there is the theory that
Chair.
when Mount St. Helens blew, it unleashed the
And
creature.
unleash the Bat Squatch. Yeah. And I think that's entirely possible. I mean, like you said, I was there
Yeah.
when Mount St. Helens erupted. I was evacuated twice.
Yeah.
During that period. But I was there for May 18th when the big eruption happened. They did not evacuate me.
Flight.
And fortunately, it blew off the opposite side of the mountain from where I was.
Yeah, lucky on that one, bro.
I got lucky on that one. And then we were evacuated before the May 25th eruption, which was the one that actually hit my house. And I caught so much
Catherine.
fish.
Leash. Door. Kid.
But that eruption was the equivalent of like 30
Hardened. Living room.
atomic bombs.
Yeah, that's just crazy. How did that? I don't think I've ever asked you this, and I know we're kind of a little bit off subject, but it brought it up as being the first place Bat Squatch was seen. So I'm going to
Slam.
talk to you about that. What did that feel like when that place blew? Because you had to feel every little bit of that.
Yeah, it was. Man, it's kind of hard to describe.
Stop
but
it.
Stop it. But so I was in bed when the eruption happened.
Okay.
Higher.
And I was in bed when the eruption happened. Is that high enough? I can't do that too high. But anyway, so I'm in like a closet of a bedroom that just barely fits my full-size bed.
Yeah.
How do I use it?
I have like a foot of give outside so I can get to my drawers and stuff. I have this tiny room. So the shock wave
Who are they?
from Mount St. Helens, from that eruption, completely flipped my bed over with me in it.
Damn, bro.
Frame and all.
Damn,
The
bro.
whole bed just completely flipped over. And I'm underneath now with the mattress and the box spring and the frame. The whole thing just kind of I don't know what happened. It was completely deafening. I couldn't hear for like a half an hour.
Damn.
When it happened. And I was literally completely flipped over
Don't leave.
and under my bed. Or I was on top of my bed, but the whole bed was flipped over.
Yeah.
My my mother and stepfather, they didn't know where I was. when it happened. They went into my room and they called for me, but they couldn't hear me. And I couldn't hear them.
Scene.
Yeah, 'cause we're deaf.
Right.
All our, it's basically like just pops your eardrums.
Yeah. Well, just
And
the
so,
pressure.
yeah, so they ran outside, and you could see just about every car was moved
Damn.
because of the shockwave.
Cool.
Like, because we had our two cars parked in the driveway like this.
Yeah.
After I went outside, both cars were like that.
Just pushed them.
Just
Ceiling.
pushed them like that. And that was, and like I said, we were on the opposite side. The eruption blew the opposite side of the mountain off.
Asshole.
Right.
Why? Maybe that should have been the word of the day.
Maybe that should have been the word of the day. We'll do that next week. But yeah,
Scream.
I can't say that I didn't see the bat
eruption.
squat.
Organ.
Oh,
I didn't see the
that
eruption. I didn't see the bat. I didn't see the bat squatch, but I heard people.
Regret.
I heard sightings of it, and it was in the papers.
Yeah.
What is that?
I lived in a small town called Chehalis, Washington. So, if
Maybe.
you look at Chehalis, Washington on a map,
Caution.
it's 25 miles from Mount St. Helens.
Mm-hmm.
And when Mount St. Helens was doing its thing, they evacuated a 20-mile radius.
Yep. Well, they weren't expecting it to blow like that.
No. So I was 5 miles outside the red zone. And when that thing blew like that,
Killed.
yes, a lot of people were killed.
Yeah.
It was the most destructive thing I've ever seen to happen like instantly like that. It's
Suffocate.
yeah, that too.
Yeah.
The ash cloud that came from Mount St. Helens from that eruption, it went around the world twice.
Yeah. 2 times all the way around. I was
Yeah.
just crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
So yeah. So I think that maybe this creature emerged from that eruption.
You know how physically
Cheating.
endured your
Protect.
body would have to be to survive that eruption and come flying out of it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't fuck with that thing. It's basically a flying primate.
This is basically a Bigfoot with wings.
Prey.
Yeah,
Protect.
yellow
Finish.
eyes.
That's what the bat squatch is. It's a Bigfoot with wings.
Karma.
Yeah, it's yellow eyes, dog-like muzzle,
Yeah.
Dress.
Blue fur,
Stop it.
sharp teeth, bird-like feet,
bird-like feet. Yeah.
bat-like wings that span
do the
up to 50 feet, Dave.
50 feet.
Standing 9
Toy.
foot tall.
And has the ability to
Please.
affect car engines.
Maybe.
50-foot wingspan.
40.
50-foot wingspan. This thing is like it could be an 80-foot dragon. It would be able to fly. It doesn't need to be a 9-foot bugbear that with a 50-foot wingspan. Holy crap, dude. It's a plane.
Yeah.
Horrible.
50-foot wingspan.
Sure.
That's
I'm trying.
I just keep trying to wrap my head around a creature 9 foot tall with a 50-foot
Shovel.
wingspan. You know, I'm just gonna throw a picture up. This is a weird, very blurry picture, and I don't think it does it justice. But
Always.
Yeah. They have
This
a whole bunch of pictures that are like this that they just haven't been
Where
able to
am I?
analyze.
okay. This is kind of weird.
Mhm.
I'm looking at this
Doorway.
picture. Is there like two faces sitting right there?
Leave here.
Like the white in between the
Sit
wings
down.
looks like a face, then just to the right
Punished.
of that, it looks like a female face.
Trapped.
You mean behind it or as part of the figure?
As part of the figure.
It looks like it's
You see how you got the white spot in between the two wings?
yeah.
Looks like a face. And just to the right of that, there's a face inside the shadow.
Brother.
Hmm.
Axe.
Am I just seeing that on my end?
Lower.
Yeah, I'm not picking up what you're putting down there, bro. I'm not seeing that.
So you got the white.
What should I do?
There's like an old man
I hear
face.
you.
And just to the right of that, it's like a female face with like bangs.
Thirst. Bible.
This dude.
Is that literally
How?
I can't be the only one seeing that.
Hang on, let me expand this. Oh, okay, I get it. I see it.
Okay, thank you.
I had to maximize the screen, but yeah, it looked well. I thought the head of the creature kind of looked blurry, like it was shaking its head.
31.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm seeing another face like immediately to the right.
Yeah, inside their darkness.
Yeah,
Closer.
that's a trip.
Hotter.
I just picked up the images all. Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Stop.
And my eyes went right to it too. I don't
yeah,
know why, but I was like, wow. Like it
yeah.
just popped out at me.
This is another picture.
That's is that the wing we're seeing?
Yeah, you're seeing the wing coming out from behind the tree.
26. How?
Oh,
That's interesting.
Dark.
bring this
Killed.
up here.
Inside.
That's an interesting picture.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like it's just part of the
Another
wing
room.
that we're seeing, right? I mean, are we seeing is that the body of it right there? Is that like the shoulder we're
Pray.
seeing going down into an arm?
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's that's what I thought.
Clock.
And maximizing it though, it's
6.
like it's kind of
I
camouflaging
want
against the
to.
tree,
Yeah. But
which
Hair.
and then
Peace.
I go back to what people describe this looking like though,
yeah.
and it seems like that's not big enough.
Well, it does seem um like the
Seems
maybe
like
not
it's
this
tall enough.
yeah, like but like this one, like it's hunched over, but it's not the wingspan is not 50 feet.
No, it looks like the wings are all folded in though.
Yeah, which could make sense.
Yeah. That's interesting. But I'm
Hunger.
shocked. There's been quite a few sightings of this thing.
Yeah,
Like you got a dude, what is it, 94
94.
in
April
Washington Pierce
94.
God.
This
County.
is Brian Canfield.
Brian Canfield, yep. He was
His
driving down
truck
just died all of a sudden.
just like stalls,
And then
Dangerous.
he looks up
and then
in front of the truck
Church.
yeah, and then
Going.
this large creature lands in front of the truck.
and just bam.
Yeah, and he described it as human-like, 9 feet tall,
Desk.
with bat wings
Punished.
and a coat of blue fur.
Yes. You got a ghost.
Cheating.
Hey.
Oh, you want the twin? You want to play with her? Okay. You play with her and Hagrid?
So that was kind of like after Mount St. Helens blew up. That's kind of like the first incident that we get with
Since the eruption.
Sasquatch since the
Yeah.
eruption. It goes 14 years with no incident.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the next sighting that I saw was in 2009.
Yeah, 09.
Another 15 years down the road near Mount Shasta,
Snake.
California.
Which I find interesting because this is another dormant volcano.
Yes.
I
Tombstone.
found that interesting. I was like, really?
Mm-hmm.
And this was actually seen by several hikers.
Several hikers, yeah.
Friend.
They basically saw this thing fly out of a crevice in the mountain from
Dune.
Mount Shasta.
Yeah. Now Mount Shasta has yet to blow up or even puff smoke.
Yeah.
I don't think it has in my lifetime, but it is a dormant volcano.
How?
I don't know how. I don't know.
Well, it
Magma
just hasn't
plates
erupted.
pushing up magma to the point of pressure until it blows.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. And then
fifth
there
grade.
was the guy.
Start.
there was the
Amanda.
guy- Don't say my daughter's name.
Mine said your does.
Tube.
Yeah, lava tubes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you got the guy in 2011.
Yeah, in 2011, that was walking his dog.
Now this is in Phoenix, right? Is this in Phoenix, Arizona, or was this a fake name? That's what I was trying to pick up. I was trying to figure out where
It
I
says
saw that.
pseudonym, which is a
I
fake
can't.
name. So
Start.
I don't think he was in Phoenix. I think
Mary.
they named the guy Phoenix.
Okay. I was trying to figure that out. I was like, is that guy's
Yeah.
name Phoenix and that's a fake name.
It's
But
yeah.
I wish I
Bathroom.
would have known where I got seen.
Yeah.
And the reason I want to know that because was it Akron, Ohio in 2014, a Spanish teacher sees it flying by its window.
Yeah.
And he described it as having about a 30-foot wingspan.
Yeah.
Shovel. Room. Curious.
So my question here
Mary.
is there more than one?
Right.
And we only saw just the one, or are they I'm gonna say this,
Disrespectful.
or are they reproducing with regular Sasquatches, if you want to call a
Seance.
Sasquatch regular?
Or is this an evolution of the species?
Is this the evolution of the species?
Amazing.
That would be amazing, Dave.
Thanks, Ghost Tube. Appreciate that.
That would be amazing if this that's a good take that this could be the possible evolution of the Sasquatch. But I think this would be a weird evolutionary step for the Sasquatch.
Maybe more like a mutation.
Follow me.
What would cause it to mutate like that, though?
The volcano.
The radiation from the volcano?
Yeah.
Nobody ever talks about the radiation from a volcano
Closer.
eruption.
It's pretty significant.
Yeah.
Leave.
That's interesting. A mutation of the Sasquatch. And Oh.
Under.
I'd like to look at is I don't know why I didn't think about doing this during my research, is looking at all these other different volcano locations, whether they be dormant or active, and seeing if they have sightings of something similar to this. That they're so deep under, and that's the thing. For it to emerge during this eruption of Mount St. Helens, how deep underground do you think this thing lived?
Right?
And if that's the case, don't you think if it came to the surface, it would pretty much be a blind creature? I mean, look at moles, they have no eyes.
Yeah. Don't need them. Can't see anyway.
Exactly.
Which.
We're gonna get to that.
Bless.
Yeah. So I this is an interesting one. There's This is a fairly newer cryptid.
Yeah, what is it? So 43 years old, 42
Switch.
years old, because it emerged in 1980.
Yeah, 43 years old now.
Yeah. So I mean, that's even newer than the chupacabra.
Yeah, by quite a few years.
Yeah.
Bless. Sailor.
But it's had quite a few sightings in those 43 years.
Yeah. Here's an article
Oh,
from that sighting in
Mount
1994.
Rainier.
Yeah.
Wow.
Peaceful.
Oh yeah, this is the guy with the
What do you want?
that's a good picture. I mean, drawing of what he thought he saw.
Mm-hmm.
Above.
Is that tufted ears?
Healthy.
Imagine
Boat.
that landing in front of your freaking truck, Dave.
Yeah. And killing the engine of my truck. I'd be like, oh, Jesus.
He's a fan of heavy metal music, and he's never played. And he's never played. Oh, he's no fan of. I don't know why this is part of the story. He is no
Right.
fan of heavy metal music,
Closer.
and he's never played Dungeons and Dragons. He's never seen a UFO. He remains baffled by what he saw.
Look.
I don't understand that statement.
Karma.
Sitting in the camper
Which.
outside a Canfield home a few days
I
after the
want
encounter,
to.
I heard Brian's story from a neighbor, and I asked
Watch.
for an
Portal.
interview. Yeah, this
Other
is.
side. Axe.
It was standing there staring at me like it was resting,
Bedroom.
like it didn't know what to think. I
Oh.
was scared. It raised the hair on me. I didn't feel threatened. I just felt out of place. That's an interesting statement. Its eyes were yellow and sharp like a piece of pie, with pupils like a half moon.
Maybe.
Mouth was pretty big, white
Louder.
teeth, no fangs. The face was like a wolf. Can he smell anything, hear anything? I ask him to close his eyes and remember. He can hear the wind. He smells gasoline. He's been having trouble with his carburetor.
Talk to me.
It's looking right at me like in a deep stare,
More.
like right through me. It's standing perfectly still. It stood for how long? A few minutes, several minutes. Then the fingers twitch and its wings began to unfold. Those wings were as wide as the road. turned its head and looked back at me and started flapping its wings. Then slowly it rose. So great was the turbulence, the truck began to rock and sway. Slowly,
Hmm.
the creature flew off in the direction of
31.
Mount Rainier. A few minutes later, the truck just started. I took off as fast as I could. I
Murdered.
just flew in the house. I woke my mom and dad up. I told my dad to grab the gun and
Electric.
the camera and come with me. While he was getting dressed, I told him what happened. I almost couldn't
Did.
breathe. I could tell something was wrong the way he ran in, says his mom. He said, "Really? I gotta talk to you. We just gotta talk." They went into the living room. Wow. Turn fan, what's going on, man? That that
There's
what
my
a,
brother.
that's a good story.
Yeah, it's nice.
He was shaking. His mouth was dry. He was pale. His hair was still standing on end, is what his mom was saying. We're just kind of breaking down
We're breaking down the bat
the bat
squatch
squatch right now.
and seeing
That's
what
a
we
good
think about it.
story. I'm surprised my eyes are still good enough to read it.
Me too, bro. I couldn't read it. I was like, nope. Might have to close one eye.
Again.
So okay, I found something interesting. So check this
Okay.
out. Tell me if you think this is related.
Okay.
Devil.
Um,
Did not say demon.
okay, not demon. It's getting close. It's teasing us. And I will if we get demon, I'm getting a shot. I will take a shot.
Ugh. Okay.
Um, okay. So they say, the bat squatch as we know it seems to inhabit the northwest corner of the United States and emerges
Asshole.
in 1980. Okay, that would have been 2 drinks. With the eruption of Mount St. Helens, there are some strikingly similar reports made in the 70s in Texas.
Really?
Yeah. January 1976, there was a span of sightings over 2 weeks, such as the case of the brothers David and John Doubt, D-A-U-T, who were driving along a rural road in Rio Grande Valley when a bat-winged humanoid with a head reminiscent of a wolf, estimated to be 8 to 10 feet tall, landed in front of them, forcing them to screech to a halt. As they tried to back away from the
Why are you
creature,
here?
it leaped forward as if to
Where?
attack, only to just go right in the air
Maria.
and fly over
Invisible.
them. And they could hear the whooshing of its wings as it went over their car.
What happened?
Wow. Yeah. What
Another
happened after
another
that, Dave?
what happened? I got another one. Another case in 1976, a father and son claimed to have been hunting deer in Hidalgo County near Houston when the creature had swooped down to grab the father and try to carry him off, with the man only barely managing to escape when the son shot at it with his rifle. The
Wow.
man was apparently left shaken with broken ribs and deep talon marks on his body.
Wow.
They're here.
All things told, a total of 10 people claim to have seen the creature, including 2 police officers. It is unclear if these encounters have anything to do with the bat squatch, but they are similar enough to be intriguing.
Command. Strong.
And I agree.
Benjamin.
The size seems right.
Where is it?
Turnpike says Texas is a hot spot for Sasquatch, which
Hotspot.
is not a place I would think
How did I
Sasquatch should
die?
be. It's
So, but here, this was something that I thought was really interesting. So, with all the claims about the flying Batman, they're left to wonder just what the creature or creatures could possibly be. And there are plenty of theories ranging from the plausible to the fringe. One idea is that some genuine undiscovered creature that has been flushed from its habitat by the eruption of the
Muted.
volcano. But if this is so, then what kind of animal could it possibly be, and why has it never been seen
Is
before?
this yours?
Another is that it might be something more supernatural in nature, perhaps some demon or portent of doom, or specter similar to the Mothman.
That's kind of
With its
interesting.
presence, yeah, and we were talking about this.
Talking about
With
the
its
beginning of this.
presence in the region directly
Maybe.
related to the eruption or even the cause of the eruption.
I was just stating
Another
this at the beginning of Bat Squatch.
Exactly. Another idea is that the eruption was violent enough to tear a hole in the fabric between two dimensions, and that the beast managed to come through its rift into our world.
Okay, I
Who
do
is
kind of
she?
like that theory, but at the same time, we're seeing things
Table.
from 1976, 4 years before the eruption of Mount St.
Regret.
Helens.
Right. So was there something that happened in Texas that time that could have caused a similar rift? That might be worth checking out.
Catastrophic events in 76 in Texas?
Yeah, 76, 75, something like that. Some kind of huge explosion or something like that. I don't know. But it could be that the instances in 76 may not be related to the bat squatch. But that it does seem eerily similar.
Run.
Run.
Statue.
Okay.
Undecided.
uh,
1998.
Hair. Real.
I'm just looking.
With real hair. Okay. So what did it say?
Floods. We got
Companion.
floods.
Such a report from 1998 in which a witness claims that to have been seen a logging
Basement.
truck actually hit a creature along an isolated mountain road. The truck had been barreling along only to suddenly make
Kitchen.
contact with something in the road, which the witness first took to be a tree stump or log in the road. When the vehicle teetered over the edge of the road to slide down the sharp drop of the steep rocky mountainside, the shocked witness reportedly ran.
How do I use it?
Help the occupant, and that was when the witness realized that the truck had not hit a log, but rather an enormous winged humanoid that seemed to be none the worse for wear after the impact.
Oh,
Danielle.
wow.
The creature, and this is what the report said, the creature stood about 15 feet tall
Angry.
when it was sitting hunched over in front of me. I later discovered that the creature would measure at least 30 feet from head to toe once it was airborne.
Damn.
Daughter.
Is
Angela.
that
And it says it didn't have a tail. The head of the animal was unusually small compared to its massive body. The beady purple eyes would remind anyone who has the misfortune of seeing them believe that the creature could be from the rattan family, while other characteristics of the head may also be features. Okay, so noteworthy comment. Okay, had long pointed ears from which protruded at the top of the creature's head. The nose was rather small. Most pronounced feature of the nose being its unusual color of purple. Believe this is the only creature in the world that has a purple nose. The wingspan of the creature looked very small, as if it couldn't fly with such a small wing surface. However, I later learned once the creature was airborne, the wings extended out to form a wingspan of a good 40 feet.
Buried.
damn?
The most disturbing feature of the large beast was its hands. It appeared to have 4 sets of hands.
Okay, that's interesting.
Perhaps I could clarify to mean 2 sets of claws on the wings about midway, and another set on the torso, almost as if they were human.
Vincent.
So it had 2 sets on its wings, like grabbies.
Okay. Like bat wings, right?
Yeah. I didn't notice the hands near the torso until another encounter with a large animal the next day. The creature was very frightening to look at and could almost be a cross between a large bat and an excessively large furry human.
Okay, I'm sorry. Wow. I'm just looking at catastrophic events in Texas,
Okay,
and
find
the
anything?
big thing,
Disease.
and the big thing in Texas,
Scream.
of course, you have hurricanes, tornadoes, but the real big thing in Texas is flooding.
Yeah.
If this is a subterranean creature,
Maybe.
and you
Maybe.
had a big enough flood to where it's like, I shared that already.
Window. Doorway.
Sorry, I was reading.
Like drowning out a
Damage.
gopher hole
Sure.
to get this thing to come out. If it's a subterranean creature.
Yeah.
What is your name?
Well, yeah, if it emerged from the volcano and it emerged from a crevice in Mount Shasta, it seems to be subterranean.
That's what I'm thinking. So if the floods are bad enough, and there was a flood in
Above.
1970, there's actually a big flood in 65, a big flood in 69, a big flood in 70, a big flood in 74. So there's plenty of flooding going on in
Yeah.
Texas. And if
And
this is
some
a
of the
subterranean creature, it could be like drowning out a gopher, how you get gophers to come up, you know, put a hose down their hole, flood out their system, and they pop out another hole.
Yeah.
And trap them, and release them humanely, maybe. Uh,
Of course.
uh, but
How are
that
you?
could explain why they're seeing something like the bat squatch in Texas due to all the flooding, basically, like I said, flooding out a gopher hole.
Yeah.
From England, nice. Love to hear that, Nicola.
Appreciate
Pagan.
that.
So that's interesting. It could be a subterranean creature,
Pagan.
Or it could be pagan,
or it could be pagan.
since it just said it twice.
Yeah. Dude, I think we gotta give this a score. I think
Let's score this
it's
sucker.
score team. So the size,
This is a big fucker.
50-foot wingspan.
50-foot wingspan, and most of the reports are like 8 to 10 feet in
Yeah.
size, except for that one where it's like this thing was easily 30 feet tall.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you've got to be shitting me.
That's fucking
So
crazy.
this thing, you know, is
Pardon.
it's bigger
Melissa.
than human.
What's that?
It's bigger than human. Absolutely. It's huge.
Yeah, I
Probably
think I'm gonna take
probably
the 30-foot one and throw that as an oddity.
we'll take the highest score and the lowest score and we'll wash that and go in the middle, and the middle is like 8 to 10 feet in height.
David.
Thank you.
It-
See?
Jesse.
I'm gonna probably size-wise, I'm probably sitting at about an 8. But I don't know, that 50-foot wingspan, Dave.
How many?
The
wingspan,
smallest. Yeah, we have ovuluses going
smallest
on both ends here, Nicola.
Yeah.
And we have it tied into our system to where you
Die.
guys can hear it go
Fly.
through.
Yeah,
Alexis.
Mine talks a lot. And Dave talks
Keep recording.
pretty good,
Picture.
especially when we're connected here.
Yeah, mine barely gets a word in edgewise, but sometimes our two ovuluses will talk to each other.
Which makes it very
And
interesting.
it makes for interesting moments. But
Basement.
The 50-foot
so-
wingspan, I think I want to bring this to a 9.
Gosh, with a 50-foot wingspan, yeah, I'm down with a 9. I really am. I think
Have we talked about
Friend.
anything bigger?
Seller.
Have we talked
Movie.
about anything bigger?
not yet.
Not yet.
I mean, I know of bigger ones, and I think we're going to talk
Marie.
about a bigger one tonight.
Yeah. 9. 9? 8. I'm gonna go 8.
Let's go 8. I'm down for 8 because the 9 is the wingspan itself.
Yeah.
So the body of it, I think the body of it is more like a 7, and then I'll give a bonus for the wingspan. So
Yeah.
8.
Speed on this thing.
It's apparently pretty fast.
Not quick on the takeoff, as from a lot of accounts that we heard.
What is wrong? Why are you doing that?
What?
My wife's
How
scaring
did
me
I
right
die?
now.
don't know how he died.
She's, she's like doing a Kilroy thing over the top of my computer. She's like,
What happened? I am in pain.
It's not as fast as what we talked about on Scare Network TV.
no, not as fast as our exclusive
I can't.
creature that we talked about. I don't think so. I think it's just too big to be that fast, but I think it's
Strangled.
faster than a 5.
I'm kind of more 6, 7.
I think I'm 6
I
with it.
like 6. I like 6. I like 6.
Let's do 6.
Dress.
So
Evidence is interesting. So we've got some pictures.
we got pictures, interesting
We've
pictures.
got a lot of accounts during that period for such a short time.
You got the 2 police officers. That's
Games.
pretty good. I love the article. For Mount Rainier.
Yeah.
Brian Canfield. Multiple reports of Mount Shasta from hikers.
Cellar.
The
We had the
Ohio.
whole in
Damn
homes.
it.
We got Ohio. We got California. We got the Texas ones.
The Dot brothers
That-
were seems very similar to what happened to
What
Brian
happened to
Canfield
the dude in 1994.
Washington. Yeah. So I like the evidence here.
Punished.
7.
Yeah, I think I was almost a 6. I think because I was thinking about our first one that we did on Scare Network TV.
Okay. All right.
So I think I'm at a 6. I don't think it's
Yeah,
quite as
No,
good as that.
I think you're right. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down there. I think it's not as good as
Oh.
evidence.
No, it's
It's
not as
all
good.
the newspaper articles that the one on Scare Network Television had. Yeah, I think you're right. It was
Mhm.
6. The aggression.
The aggression's
Guilty.
interesting.
It's interesting. It's not
It doesn't seem
actively
aggressive, but there was
Not.
the time that it lands in front of the truck and it kills the truck's engine.
Angela.
And then there was the other time in Texas
Well,
with the Dowd brothers where it landed in front of the truck and then seemed to leap at them. And then there was the hunters where the dad got grabbed
that's the
and hauled
interesting
away.
one.
That's the first one that I've actually seen actually
Then.
attack
Heather.
a human being and take it off. And I'm like, okay, did that dude shoot at it? And this thing was like, all right, fucker.
First.
Yeah.
Because
I ain't no bird.
the boy had to shoot at it to get it to drop his dad.
Yeah. Okay, that's
But I
gonna
mean,
be some
I'm
points on
Now
aggression.
you're like, this could have
Well,
been an old
was it-
wives' tale, but
Was it provoked aggression? That's what I'm wondering.
that's what I'm wondering. I'm thinking it was probably provoked.
And then if we go with
I
the
can't.
Mothman theory, do we count that inside the aggression of catastrophic event, or do we think these catastrophic events are what are causing it to come up?
Yeah, that's
Block
interesting.
it.
Because that can kind of change how I feel about the aggression.
And I
What
think
happened?
I think it's how it came up because
Kind of
some of the other sightings, because with the Mothman is usually only seen with the catastrophic
Yeah.
catastrophic event,
Yeah.
but
Forward.
not so much
Above.
Bat Squatch. The Bat Squatch is seen at those, but then also seen other times.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm at a solid 5 on the aggression. You have the one instance, which I think was
the one
provoked.
attack, and we have the 2 where it landed and stopped the truck and stopped cars. But there's one actual attack.
Yeah.
And then
Ralph.
there was the one I think it could absolutely take damage if it got hit by a logging truck and
Yeah.
then flew off.
Yeah.
Without even a scratch on it. So yeah, I'm down with a 5. I don't think it's a very aggressive creature. I think its aggression is reactive instead of
Provoked.
proactive.
Yeah. Yeah. It
I don't
has to be provoked,
I think it has to be provoked to
More.
attack.
So the lore on this thing is kind of interesting. It's a very young
It's a
cryptid.
very it's a very young cryptid. The
Only
lore is
42
good
years
though. The
old.
history on it is good. I like that they say that the first account was with the Mount St.
Check.
Helens eruption, and I like that. But then, of course, there's the
Died.
evidence in 6 where they have those appearances in Texas.
Yeah.
Is that the same creature? I
Damn it.
don't think so. I think that's an emergence of another creature. I think this is kind of like what we talked about, maybe a race of subterranean
Yeah.
or even extra dimensional that could be coming through to our world.
Dice.
I'm kind of low on the lore here though.
Grandson. Thirst.
Roll the lore.
I'm kind of
4.
saying 4.
Yeah,
Who is she?
that's my wife.
Must be his wife. Either that or you're saying hello to Nicola.
Well, I don't know. Might be Nicola. It's but my wife was just here, so I thought maybe I was talking about my wife. Okay, so let's talk about
Richard.
The manifestations, the gritty of
Thank
everything.
you.
what they get. And then so we got the
Neil.
manifestation. So
Dull.
I think the manifestations are good, even though for such a short period, there's a lot of good sightings.
A lot of good
Of,
sightings.
yeah,
And they're still coming. It seems
yeah.
like.
This is still happening. They're still
So
seeing this creature.
I like the manifestation here.
I do too. Doesn't match our first one.
Rose.
And a rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
I think it's better than the first one.
Do you?
I think
Okay.
the evidence is better than the one we talked about on scarenetwork.tv. But I think the manifestation itself is better for the Bat Squatch.
I do agree that the evidence is better with the first one.
No.
No, you don't agree?
Because it physically picks up somebody.
Yeah, but
It's
that goes with the feel.
there's no dormancy here. It's continuing to go,
Yeah, but it's,
which is why the first one kind of lost points.
Hidden.
yeah, the first one lost points, but I mean it went back a long ways.
Well,
But
it
yeah,
makes up for
I
the
don't
lore.
know.
it makes up for it in the lore. I think I'm right. I think I'm right there with the
Who?
man. I think I'm at the same score. So I'm gonna go 7.
Then I think we'd be at a 7.5 because I think I'm at 8.
I'm down for that. All right. Audio. Is there a lot of audio here?
Prisoner.
There's not a lot of audio here. In
That's
fact,
interesting.
all the
Dangerous.
stories we read, I haven't heard
I haven't heard a peep
anything about it.
about a peep.
Yeah,
I haven't heard a peep about it talking. So
except for the wind from the wings when it's taken off. But
right, the whoosh of the wings when it's flying off.
I think the audio is kind of a little lackluster here. It not
Kinda
growling.
no growls, no cries, no screams, no
Cable.
no sound.
Yeah,
Or
so
that doesn't seem to make any sounds. I
2.
gotta go 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Water.
that's gonna hurt it.
yeah.
Um,
Feels
I think feels is good. It's actually
picking
attacked
people up,
and picked a dude up and took him off.
Do not.
Logging truck ran into it.
destroyed the truck.
It caused cars to stop and shut off. It does create emotions.
Definitely strikes fear in people.
Yeah. And this thing is huge.
Huge.
And
Very
also
intimidating.
coming with a volcanic eruption or something like that.
Satan.
I think
It's
God damn
very
it,
intimidating.
very intimidating.
I think the feels is good here. I like
like
an
the feel.
8 on the feels.
I like an 8. I'm down for an 8 on this. I think it's very good for such a short time to be
Yeah.
able to, create that much. And I think
Angela.
objects is good here. This is one of the first ones where objects actually kind of make sense here.
Yeah,
Institution.
it's shutting vehicles down,
Because
Regret.
it shuts vehicles off. It's actually
There is.
like
40.
affecting stuff.
it's actually affecting mechanics. It's affecting engines.
Yeah. I like
And
that.
and you don't hear of something like that except with like alien stuff.
Yeah.
aliens fly overhead and kill an engine.
Yeah.
So we have an instance where
Gerald,
an actual
monster.
cryptid
Yeah.
flies over your car, kills your engine, and then lands in front of the car.
In
I
front of
bet you I
you.
wish you did it to that truck.
Yeah.
I like objects here. It's affecting things. It's
affecting things. It's causing to stop. It's affecting vehicles. It's doing, plus the volcano.
Don't.
I think I'm gonna go 6.
I like a 6. I like a 6. I was kind of sitting right there.
Yeah. Okay. So the
This-
danger
Where am
level.
I?
So it's attacked somebody.
It has attacked someone. So we're gonna put it
It
at
has
a
attacked-
5, but I think it was provoked for that attack.
I think it was provoked, though. Yeah, I think it was provoked. I think they were hunting deer, and I think they shot this thing.
Yeah. And it got mad.
Demon.
Oh shit, demon.
Apologize.
I'm sorry.
Yep, that was yours. You must have got it. Demon.
Um,
Dang it, I got to get a shot.
yeah. We're gonna go break. We can get alcohol.
Did.
I think okay, we got
I
a 5.
I don't think I'm going to go higher than a 5. I think I'm going to stay at a 5 for danger because I think it has to be provoked. I don't think
even
it.
even
not
with the
aggressive.
story
I'm gonna
with
match the
Brian
aggression here.
Canfield. Brian Canfield
Yeah.
literally said he did not feel threatened by the creature.
Yeah.
Did.
I think that statement goes a long way when you're staring at something that's 9 foot tall with a 50-foot wingspan.
Yeah.
Is there fear? Yes. I mean, that's very intimidating seeing something like that.
But for something like that,
But he didn't feel like
not-
he was going to be it was an aggressor. There was no fear
Yeah.
about that part. So, yeah, I like a 5. I think if you provoke it, it'll fuck you up.
Yeah.
And it forgets
you deserve
and if you forget to if it forgets to turn your engine off, you might, head on collision it. So we got 53,
Maria.
That's not what
14, 20,
Forward. Stop.
25, 29, 36, 38, 46, 52, 57,
Picture.
0.5, 58.
Me. Don't leave.
Oh, you said 53.
Yeah, I said 53 at first, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
58.
Satan.
Yeah, 58.
Okay.
I mean, I kept the 0.5, so I wrote 57.5. But yes, we're rounding it up, so it's 58.
No, that's not bad. Better than I thought it was gonna score, honestly.
Me here.
Yeah.
I think the lore hurts it. It's it not being very dangerous.
And it's
Feeling.
not very audible. It's
not
not
very
very, it doesn't make any sounds. Yeah. I think that hurts it. Yeah, the lore hurts it. It's not very aggressive.
It's young, it's not
but
aggressive.
It's a big fucker. So I like the size on it.
Yeah.
And I like the feels and I like the manifestations. But but they're solid marks though, but nothing huge. Its biggest thing is its size and the feels.
Yeah. Well, that was
Even that guy not feeling aggression from it is a
Sure.
feeling.
Switch.
Yeah.
Sure.
Curse.
So all right. So we got 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more
and
to talk about.
we got an hour and a half. So let's take a quick break.
Yep.
And then we'll get our shots because we owe a shot for the demon.
Yes, we do.
And then we'll do
Knife.
which one do you want to do next?
I think I want to do the Stakini.
All right, we'll do the Stakini.
Watch.
So let's see. Let's go ahead and go here. So we'll be right back. Enjoy the music. Give us about 5-10 minutes, please. And we're going to come back to talk about the Stakini.
Stakini, not to be confused with the linguine or have some zucchini.
Abigail.
Fettuccine. 。  Yeah, right. Very bad. 。 we are back. Back.
Sacrifice.
Okay.
Did.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, bro.
Church.
Nice.
Since I owe. Ooh. Oh, it's biting hard tonight. Oh, yeah.
Lisa.
What'd you do?
Soldier. God.
What'd I do?
Yeah. What shot did you do? Oh, he's going with the tequila. Oh.
Help me.
So I've got the
Oh.
citrus infused.
Yeah, I did the good old Bird Dog salted caramel whiskey.
Madison.
Ooh, it's warm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Woo.
Start.
Oh,
Dull.
Start.
all right. We're just got done
We are
talking
ready.
about
Teased.
Bat Squatch, which was interesting, with a score of 58. Again, the danger, lore, audio, really, and the aggression level of this thing kind of really hurt it. But other than that, I really liked it.
Still, it's a very interesting cryptid,
Yeah.
and I like it. I really do. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not going to rank up there with our best ones, but
Satan.
It's not a demon.
Follow me.
I mean,
Guilt. Always.
don't make me
Satan,
do another
follow
shot
me.
right away.
Guilt always. Damn.
Sin.
Damn,
And sin. Yeah.
Dangerous.
dangerous.
Yeah.
That one was mine.
I'm close.
Yeah, that is dangerous.
And I'm close. That's yeah.
Karma.
All right.
With karma. Okay. So now we're gonna talk about the Stikini.
Yeah.
Since GhostTube has been talking about witches.
Yeah. This is an interesting.
This is
I
interesting.
like
This is also another Native American cryptid
Yes.
going back
31.
to the Florida Seminole tribe.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, they describe it as the sinister monster of the Seminole folklore.
Please. I am in pain.
Yeah. So there's a couple of names for it. But it's Stigini or Stikini
Yeah.
or in some cases the Owlman
The Owlman.
or but in the Seminole folklore they call it Stikini or Stigini, either with a K or a G.
Yeah.
And basically this goes back to when the Seminole tribe was forced to move all the way to Oklahoma
Yeah.
in the 1800s.
Yeah.
It's said in Seminole folklore that when they were forced to move to Oklahoma, that's where they had to live with the Stikini because this is where they were at.
Yes. Evil witches.
So yeah, the Stikini are witches,
Jeffrey.
which at night can transform into owls.
They can
31.
actually I saw a lot where it says they can transfer into any animal they prefer or that they want to, but
Leave
they
me alone.
prefer to
They prefer the owl.
transform into
Oh.
the owl.
Okay, so does this seem more like a skinwalker to you then?
It has that big feel to it.
Right?
There's a
It's
little
different.
bit differences, but it has a lot of the same feel as the
Portrait.
skinwalker. To me, I don't know if that's how you felt when you were doing your research.
Yeah, I mean it was really like, okay, these witches prefer to look to transform into owls, but yeah, they can transform into other animals.
Yeah, they can trust any animal that they want to. They just prefer the owl.
So yeah, it's interesting. So Yeah, the
Scared.
witches, they look like regular people during the day, and then once the sun starts to set, they transform. So the Stikini would transform by its arms transforming into wings and glowing feathers, while their fingers had claws forcing their way through the tips of their fingers. Their
Yes.
faces would then form a beak, with the eyes growing large like an owl's and turning all
Fire.
black. Although to fully
I am
transform
in
into
pain.
the Stikini must vomit all of its organs and hide them in the woods,
Yes.
leaving them to hang from the trees above. This would allow the Stikini to fully transform into an owl. But in order to transform back into a human, the witch must retrieve and reinsert the organs into their body.
Yes.
That's gross, bro.
Yeah.
That's just nasty.
I see.
Satan.
I read that
Satan.
it
I'm
vomits
glad we
up
didn't pick
their
Satan. We'd be fucking
yeah,
plastered.
be plastered right now. Vomit up their
Scared. How
souls
many?
and
Buried.
internal organs to become the owl figure.
Mm-hmm.
Crying. Maybe.
And lots
Maybe.
say speaking their name puts you at risk at becoming one.
Yes, or talking about them.
Yes. And that
So I'm a
only
little concerned.
only certain medicine men are allowed to actually talk about these things. I don't want to laugh because you become a sticky. I'm a warrior.
I'll be
Sentence.
like, all of a sudden, I'll be like, who? Oh shit.
But once they become, I found this undead owl creatures. They call them undead
Prison.
owl creatures. They feed on human hearts.
Not.
Yeah.
They remove the heart still beating through the mouth of their prey.
Mhm.
They take it home, cook
Simon.
them in an enchanted pot, and eat them in secret. So my question is, it doesn't sound like they eat them while they're in owl form. It sounds like they take them back, they get their organs, they go back to their place, their dwelling, pull
Mhm.
out their sacred part, and eat the heart
Yeah. Okay.
while they're in
So
human form.
there's another step to that.
Okay.
I went a little bit deeper
All right.
as the light went off in the living room and it's now dark.
You gotta really get your
Power.
ring light hooked up, bro.
They- that my ring light doesn't look right. I don't know. I don't like it. But I have this LED strip that I want to put around my
Oh,
office.
okay. Keeps the
So
light
I
better.
think that'll work a lot better. But anyway,
Less.
so they do this. The purpose for eating the heart
Press.
is to take on the
Enclose.
appearance of the victim.
Shine.
Ooh.
Are you
That's
okay?
interesting, though. I mean,
Dangerous.
you would think that would yeah, I think that would be dangerous. I think it would
Bless.
make them more susceptible to being caught and figured out of what they are. Don't you
Mhm.
think? Like, it's like, "Wait, Dave just walked into that teepee. Why is John walking out?"
Right. Simple that. But
That
no,
don't sound right.
so the owl goes in, kills Dave, takes his heart, and then cooks the heart and eats it in witch form,
Yeah,
and then can transform into Dave later.
yeah. That's wow.
So,
Karma.
but yeah, basically these creatures are essentially zombies. That's why you called them undead. Their
Yeah,
sole existence is the consumption of human flesh. Although the translation of Stigini means horned owl, they can also take on the appearance of other animals. This was something that you were touching on.
yeah,
On rare occasions, they resemble bear, wolves, or coyotes. Certain Seminole groups warn that speaking their name aloud puts you at risk for turning into one. In certain cases, only revered tribal elders are permitted to tell the stories.
yeah.
Um, you know, Other communities treat the mysterious lore more casually and even use the fable to frighten children into behaving.
Yeah.
But of course, be careful or the banshee's gonna
Ooh,
get you.
yeah.
Gray.
What I
Um,
think
What
it's
year
funny
is
you
it?
said banshee because they do take on a banshee style type of uh persona to
mm,
where if you hear their guttural and horrible scream,
North.
it's an omen of
omen of
impending
yeah,
doom.
Kimberly.
I
Yep.
good segue, bro.
Thanks, bro. It's almost like I meant to do that.
Yeah, almost.
Deep.
Like, I'm hoping John
Nicole.
saw that.
I'm hoping John caught that.
Uh, I found that interesting too. It's like that is something that was different than the Skinwalker.
What is this?
Mhm.
And I think that, like I said, they're
What is this?
similar. I don't know what you're looking at. I don't know what this is. You're asking me what it is. I don't know what you're looking at. You have to be specific. Uh, I there's similarities to them, but I think this is kind of
Hide
where they
now.
kind of
I'm lost.
differ. Because you never heard of a Skinwalker being banshee-esque,
Mhm.
Witch.
but
Coffin.
you have heard
Monster.
both of them being witches
Yeah.
and monsters.
So, it says those who encounter this creature describe smelling a foul odor when they are within close proximity.
Strangled.
This putrid scent is a frequent sign of its presence. Seminole were
Basement.
cautious to never get too close to Long Ears because of his ability to infect people with deadly diseases.
Daughter.
And see, that feels a little sounds more Wendigo-ish.
Yeah. I mean,
Dead.
but we talked about how the Wendigo has a lot of
Yes,
uh, Native American
ties to it.
heritage.
Yeah.
So this now seems more like a cross between a Wendigo and a Skinwalker.
But unlike the Wendigo, this actually tells you how to kill this thing.
Oh yeah,
Like, if you're able to destroy the organs before it gets back,
yeah,
Prisoner.
you can kill it. I mean, it'll
yeah,
die, like the sun will kill it.
yeah. It's
Danger.
done,
And then
which is
there's
why it tries to hide its organs.
yeah, and then there's
Basement.
the fact that you can get enchanted arrows to kill this thing
Mm.
with owl feathers as the feathers for it, and blessed by a medicine man, you can kill this thing. I found that interesting. So there are ways to actually kill this thing. It sounds like the Wendigo is freaking immortal.
I need to go.
It seems like the
Go to the
Wendigo is
gorilla.
freaking unstoppable, practically
Yeah. Is that what else? What did I say?
immortal.
Singing.
The Wendigo is pretty much immortal. I mean,
It's immortal,
and the
but
more they
it's
eat, the
also
bigger they grow. I mean,
you can
those
stop
things
an
are freaking
immortal.
scary.
You can't stop a Wendigo. There's so many ways that it can fuck you up. The Wendigo's nasty.
And they don't die.
No.
They just possess another body. It's crazy. Uh,
Bless. Regret. Innocent.
yeah, they feed on the innocent. This is an interesting though one. I like the stories behind the Stikini.
Trapped.
Mhm.
It seems like though the way they talk about the Stikini, it seems like they're not just part of the Seminole folklore, the Seminole lore. It seems like if you think about stories of the native cultures, they kind of every culture kind of has its own version of the Stikini.
Yeah.
Statue.
Hmm. But I find it interesting. There's not a lot.
Below. Simon.
Not a lot more.
there's not a lot more information out there about them.
No, this is a very
Hush hush thing, but at the same time, they wouldn't talk about them because if we talk about them, you could become one. So
exactly.
there's the fear of talking about them.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
sure.
Gate. Help me.
I don't know if I want to.
I'm going.
Well, if you're going, go to the Figueroa.
Why did you come?
You came to watch the show. Uh, trying to look here. I'm trying to look. It's crazy that it has to eat its organs again before dawn
Jim.
to become human again. That that is you throw up your internal organs, and according to what I read, their your soul, and then you have to re-swallow it back up to become
Dining.
human again. That is that a form of like bulimia?
I don't know.
Oh, that's. I was hoping to
Huh.
find more. I was hoping to find more on the Stikini or Stigini,
Knife. Guardian.
but because they're so scared to talk about it, it makes sense that there's not more
Rescue.
out
Cat.
there.
Mhm.
The one thing I noticed we haven't done yet,
I'm
though,
close.
Dave, is we got pictures of what they look like.
6. Caution.
Mhm.
That's a very interesting portrayal. Because when I think of them, I think of as the owl on the right, not the creature on the left.
I think they're two versions. So like it talks about, they can't fully transform into an owl without throwing up their
Benjamin.
organs, but they can go into
Don't
like a
leave.
and I think that's what the thing on the left is. I think the thing on the right is after its organs are gone and it can fully transform into an owl.
Oh,
So I think we've got two stages of the transformation here.
Hidden.
that's interesting. I didn't think about it like that, but I like that. I like that description of
Bible.
that. That's good. That is really good. And then we have this other one here. And that is scary as hell.
Yeah. That's a creepy fucking picture right there.
Why are
One,
you
look
here?
at the size of that thing.
Yeah.
Because that's a full grown adult. Looks like multiple adults.
Daughter.
Well, they say these
Sir.
things are huge. These things are about bat squatch size.
I would probably put that more than 9 foot tall, bro.
Oh, I would think that one
I'm
there,
thinking
yeah,
more like
easily,
20.
but yeah.
And then you
I
have younglings,
uh-huh.
like it's teaching its kids how to hunt,
Did. Portrait.
like they're reproducing, Dave.
Heart attack.
That's a scary picture right there.
Yeah. That was a great picture. That's why I grabbed that. I was like, that
Gabriel.
one would freak me out. If I saw something like that, I'd be like, "Oh shit."
Dude, imagine this.
Dice.
Imagine walking into that. And I know this is a picture, but it's very great picture. It looks realistic. It looks like a photo and not a picture. I love how well drawn this is.
Janet.
But imagine
Lewis.
walking into that scene
Mhm.
and knowing you're not getting away from that.
Betty.
If it saw you, you're done.
Follow me.
But I think you could avoid it based off the smell.
Yes.
You
They'd
do
be
have
like,
a
"Oh." Yeah.
Angry.
And my thing is the banshee part. If you hear it,
daughter,
is it your doom
how,
or is it just
I think
the
it's
doom
just
of a
doom.
family member?
Yeah, no, it's just doom. It's just it's not like the banshee, because the banshee like sticks to the family, like someone in the family is about to
Yeah.
die
why
or something.
meeting,
I think I think
prisoner,
Stikini is just a like spells out generic doom. Like, hey, something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're this close to hear me yell, you might die.
Anything in this area is looking to be a big something's gonna happen.
That's wow.
Oh,
bedroom,
that's interesting. So
Yeah, they talk about how they're vampire-ish,
yeah.
which I thought was interesting as well. Oh, granddaughter's
is
leaving.
this yours?
No, she's like
Why did you come?
she is completely zoned out. She's ready for bed.
I need to go.
Okay, if you need to go, head over to the Figaro.
Skinny or evil witches who transform themselves into undead giant
Who is
owl-like
she?
monsters, technically dead but constantly reanimated. They could spend their nights seeking human hearts to consume. Hearing the terrifying cry of the Stikini is an omen of impending death. Is that the person that they're going to kill, though?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
Many Native Americans who know the Stikini stories avoid mentioning this bizarre creature openly. That's why we're not seeing a whole lot on this.
yeah, the
Um,
fear of talking about it
Criminal,
it's criminal.
is criminal, Dave.
Takes it back to consume. Yeah, cooks hot in the part. Blah blah blah. Before dawn, it returns to its hidden
angry,
organs and swallows them, looking like an ordinary human being. Ancient people believe there might be a way to get rid of the creature, but it wasn't very easy. At first,
you,
people must find the organs hidden by the Stikini
boring,
while the creature is still hunting and destroy it before dawn, guaranteeing the monster's death. Sunlight is also disastrous for the Stikini, who has not turned back
Benjamin,
into human form. So that's the thing. It can't turn back into human form because you destroyed the organs and
Yes.
then the sunlight kills it.
Yeah.
Can
seller,
be done with specially chosen arrows decorated with owl feathers and then ritually blessed and dressed with sacred herbs. When the Stikini returns to consume its organs, one can fire upon it with the magic arrow, as this is the only time the
apologize,
creature is vulnerable,
Yeah,
is
without
when
its
it's
organs.
transforming into human. The creature is a dangerous shapeshifter who is able to transform into any animal at once, but prefers to be an owl. The creature's true origin is
above,
camouflage, and there's no way to reveal it.
brandy,
That's
That's
scary.
that's an interesting thing.
tombstone,
Might have caused quite a few.
there is,
Yes, there is.
prisoner, always,
Okay.
You want to score it, Dave?
Yeah, let's score it, bro.
All right.
I like this thing. It's cool. Um. Okay. So size. It
Again,
doesn't quite have the wingspan of the bat squatch,
no.
but the
But
size is similar. So I think I'm gonna go 7 for the size.
I just keep thinking about that picture.
Yeah.
But then again, it's an artist
Because that's-
rendition.
I don't see any
above,
report, but it does say giant
truth,
bird-like creature.
40,
Yeah. So you're saying 7.
morning, doorway,
Equal okay.
stalker,
All right, yeah. I like 7. I like
lord,
7. I like 7. Speed.
bored,
Owls are pretty quick.
It's got good speed. I think it's faster than the Bat Squatch.
Definitely faster than the Bat Squatch. Definitely faster than the Bat Squatch. Is it faster than our Scare Network exclusive?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I'm kind of leaning at 7 or 8. I think I might throw another 7 at it.
I'm thinking of 7. I'm thinking 7 myself.
Yeah. Evidence.
I think it's where it gets hurt a little bit.
This is going to be low.
I think evidence is going to be low here. There's
But
Castle.
I like the
I am in pain.
I like the stories behind it though, to where the reason makes sense
Spirit.
because nobody really talks about it.
yeah. I
Because
love
they're
the
afraid to
reasoning.
become one.
Yeah.
If I
Dan.
start growing feathers, bro, then you'll know what's going on.
Yeah.
Um,
With that said, I'd probably only put the evidence probably about a 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think I'm at a 4.
Yeah, I like 4. Aggression.
These are aggressive. I mean, they take your heart, bro.
Dude, this
They
purposely
take
aggressive.
they are purposely aggressive. They're not provoked aggression. This is like they hunt and kill. They want human flesh.
Yeah.
They want your heart. They take it through your mouth.
These are serial killers.
These are
Um,
nasty. I think aggression is good here.
I like the aggression here. Is the aggression better than
Yes. I think it's better than our Scare Network TV one.
Angry.
then I'd
Leave me
probably
alone.
say a 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 9.
The lore. I like the lore.
Why are you here?
Even though it's
Lord,
not well
it's
talked about.
it's not well talked about, but again, they have a reason for that.
Yes.
The Seminole
And
culture's like, you don't talk about this. Only the holy men can talk
I
about it.
think
Only the
that
shaman.
adds to the lore, adds to the legend, adds to
Like,
the
that's
myth.
to the mystery. That's to the mystery of the whole
Yeah.
thing. I dig it, and it goes back to the 1800s,
1800s.
which is good. I'm not gonna have it as high as our first one, but
No.
it's definitely higher than our second one.
Yeah.
Um,
I'd probably put this probably around 6
I'm
or
kind of
7.
I'm 6 or 7. Yeah, I'm leaning toward a
Leave
7.
here.
I'm kinda leaning that way too. I'm kinda leaning on the higher end.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Box.
Let's go 7. Let's go 7.
Purgatory.
I think it deserves a
Four.
7. I'm
False.
down.
No, I like 7. 7's good.
Okay, so manifestations. This is an interesting one.
This is an interesting one.
So there are reports
3.
of manifestations. But again, in general, it's not talked about.
It's not talked.
Less.
So
It
it's
is.
gonna hurt it a little bit.
It's heard.
It's definitely heard. So audio is gonna be okay. And I think feels is gonna be okay. But I think this is gonna be the lowest of the manifestations.
I think we're probably sitting close to a 5 here.
Yeah, I'm kind of at a 5. I'm trying to give it a 6, but I think it's gonna be a 5.
Karma.
But I think audio is good, especially when, it screeches like, "Oh, I hear the screech, somebody's about to die." And it's probably gonna be you, bro.
Yeah.
If you hear the screeches, it's coming for you. It's gonna
Hair.
take your heart.
Yeah.
So
I think the audio is good. I think the audio is good.
yeah, I'm a 6, maybe a 7.
I mean, who knows? How many times have you heard an owl?
What is
And that was a freaking it was this and
Please.
not an owl.
Yeah. Well, yeah, who knows? Because once they transform into a full owl, they're
Yeah.
not.
Garden.
6. Where are you sitting?
I'm sitting 6, maybe a 7, so it's probably a 6.
6. Feels. There's huge
Why did you
fear
come?
factor.
There's a huge fear factor.
Janet.
The Seminole
Larry.
Indians don't even talk about this thing.
Yeah.
They're
Special
afraid to mention it.
only special people are allowed to talk about it.
Only
Castle.
the holy men are allowed to talk about this thing. Plus, you get the smell. You get a putrid smell with
Yeah.
this thing.
Danger.
It's gonna touch you because it's gonna take your heart.
Yeah. Yeah, you're being touched.
I'm good on the feels here. I think I'm higher than the bat squatch on the
Yeah, I was
feels.
thinking 9.
I'm thinking 9 because of
Why did you come?
the way that they can't talk about it.
Yeah. That
It's
fear
like
factor
this
is
is like the
crazy.
Eaters of the Dead
Cat.
in 13th Warrior. They're like, no, we don't mention. It's like Voldemort. This is the
Yeah.
Voldemort of cryptids.
Yeah.
You don't talk about this thing.
Yeah. Thou
True.
that shall not be named. Yeah.
True.
Uh,
True.
so the OBJ, the objects here, Dave. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt.
Kills.
It's
It's not affecting
I mean,
objects.
except it takes the hearts and it goes and cooks them and eats them. I'm gonna give points for that.
You ain't okay. You can give
31.
I'm gonna give points for that.
You can give points to that.
Not much though, but I mean it takes the hearts and he does it, and it does the whole transformation, and it throws up its organs and hangs it up and tries to hide them.
Okay, all right, yeah, like okay.
I'm still low.
Ralph.
I'm still
like
low.
3 or 4 on the
Yeah,
objects.
I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna be a 4 on this.
I am in pain.
Okay, all right. I'll go 4.
Okay.
The danger level here, Dave.
The danger level's good here. This thing will kill you. This thing wants to kill you.
This thing wants to kill you.
This thing wants to kill you, eat your heart, and look like you.
I don't know if they want to look like me, Dave.
I don't know if they want to. My
Guys.
heart's still going, so yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Now, if I transform into
Talk with me.
if I transform into one of those dudes, then
Play with
and
me.
then I think it's
You know,
it's
we're
dangerous.
stopping saying what it's actually called.
Yeah,
Garden.
I've really done a Voldemort with it. I don't
What
want
is
to.
your name?
I don't want to.
Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna go 9 on the danger level here.
America.
I think it's dangerous. If you
Shopkeeper.
talk about it, you could become one,
Finish.
Yep.
and if it's gonna take your heart and kill you, and if you hear it, someone's gonna die.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's the most dangerous of the bunch so far.
Yeah, I'm at a 9 here.
I'm down with a 9.
$77,
Lady.
14, 18, 27, 34, 39,
45,
45, 54,
58,
58,
67.
67.
Hello.
I carried too many ones, Dave. I carried too many ones.
I was like, you're about 10 points higher than I am. Let's do that
Why?
again.
What is the date? Father.
67's that's good, bro.
That's a good score.
That's a good score. It's not a Wendigo, but it's not bad.
Statue.
That's pretty good. All right, so we got just under an hour left.
I think we've got a good enough time to hit our third one.
Okay, so quick
Sure.
break. I got to
Church.
check something real quick.
Stop.
I'm like
I'm
super
going.
quick.
I gotta put some wood on the fire to make sure the house stays warm.
All right.
So I'm gonna do that. I think I have enough beer to last me, and then if we get demon again, then I can take another shot.
Yep.
That's gonna make for a fun evening if I have to do two.
Car.
This is not Sakia, Dave. At least it's not
Why
Sakia.
did you come?
I made sure it wasn't sake. I do better with the tequila than I do with the sake. Holy
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break, folks. Stay with us. And when we come back, we're gonna talk about the
We're going
fire
to talk about the Fire Naga.
out of Thailand. So stick with us. Enjoy the creepy music.
We'll be right back.
Be right back.
Spirit. are you?
I'm John. All right. If you guys just join us, we've talked about the
Yes.
bat squatch and the stakini. We're getting ready to talk about our third cryptid on the live, which is the Naga. If you want to hear about the fourth one we did an exclusive one for scarenetwork.tv. Go ahead and head over there and watch that. You'll be quite interested on what we talked about and the scoring
Bible.
on that one. Again, scarednetwork.tv. It does require a subscription. It's $4.99 a month, or you can
Me.
pay for it
How
annually,
many?
which is $40, which basically saves you $20 a year. That's a huge saving for an annual price there. So check
Jeffrey.
scarenetwork.tv. Not only do they have our stuff, they have tons of content on there that you guys will enjoy.
Louder.
Appreciate Damien going on there giving
Criminal.
us a like on the Facebook. But we are back and ready to go as soon as Dave unmutes himself.
I'm unmuted.
So yeah, I think two great ones so far. The bat squatch was better than what I
Leave
was
me alone.
expecting. The stakini
What year is it?
was kind of right about where I was thinking it'd end up. And now
Find me.
the Faya Naga.
Daughter.
Now this one is out of Thailand.
Yes.
And this is it's hard to find out how
Damage.
old this one really is.
No thanks.
Cause this it's considered a divine demi creature. Like it's godlike, Dave.
Yeah.
And it's in not just the Hindu religion, but in the Buddhist religions as well.
Fly. Table.
In or what do they call it? The cosmology of these two places.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
Graveyard.
Is amazing.
What is that? Did.
But this is a mythical serpent-like creature that is most well known for living in the Mekong River. They have an annual festival for this thing.
Tradition.
Yes.
Tradition.
Tradition.
Yes. You know, the one thing I couldn't really find here, Dave,
Flashlight.
is how big this creature is.
Mm. Yeah,
Gerald.
I got that this creature, the size of this creature ranges between 10 and 80 feet.
Dangerous. Where?
With the body of a serpent
Mm-hmm.
and the head of a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is wow. How big, Dave? Up to 80 feet?
Up to 80 feet.
Damn.
Lisa.
Damn, Lisa.
Damn, Lisa. That's
Where?
huge.
Basement. Trapped.
Trapped in the basement. Interesting.
Ritual.
Well,
Help.
I guess you could say that. That's where my daughter is right now. She's trapped herself in the basement.
Not.
They say that the
Roy.
Kamshatka
okay.
forest. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is what I, as far as the age of the creature, Okay. So the Nagas, which are a race of these
Living
beings,
room.
right,
Yeah.
all over Southeast Asia.
I
The
hear
Phaya
you.
Naga is localized with Thailand and Laos.
Yeah.
The Nagas are a divine or semi-divine race of half-human, half-serpent beings that reside in the netherworld and can occasionally take human or part human form. A female Naga is called a Nagi or a Nagini, and
Yeah.
if you remember that from your Harry Potter
Oh
stuff,
yeah.
according to legend, they are the children of the sage Kashyapa and Kadru. Rituals devoted to
Maiden.
these supernatural beings have been taking place throughout South Asia for at least 2,000 years. So these are the the rituals devoted to these beings are 2,000 years old. Just to give you an idea of how old these creatures are, or how
That's
back the lore goes.
come on, Ghost Tube, say amazing for me. That is
Uh,
amazing.
Amazing.
Table.
They are principally was it table?
It said table.
Yeah, they are principally depicted in three forms as entirely
Dangerous.
human, dangerous, with snakes on the heads and the
Follow
head
you.
and neck of a
Yes.
snake, as common serpents, or as half human, half snake like beings in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism, which is that's one I didn't know about.
Ugh, I didn't know about that one.
The Nagaraja is the title given to the king of the Nagas. So they have a king
Wow,
in
there's
their
a hierarchy
there's
in
a hierarchy of their mythology. So, and just to give you an idea of how far this goes, they have they have um they have writings of the Naga in Sanskrit.
well, that's a language that's been dead for like 3,000 years.
So in Sanskrit, a Naga is a cobra like being, like creature.
Louder. Love. Tombstone.
Um Cobra. Like, um so like I said, it goes there's stuff in
Close.
Sanskrit about this being. So this is huge
Yeah.
mythology.
Yeah, they say the
Institution.
Kamshanad forest is actually the border between the human and netherworld, which is actually the home of
Unlock.
the Naga.
Mhm.
So they live in the in between.
Yes.
Forward.
That's that's interesting too. And then they say where, where's the balls of fire?
Okay. Yeah. So the Naga fireballs, which is kind of
Why are
it's
you
where
here?
where
Axe.
they have their ceremonies, their rituals every year is by this body of water where these fireballs come
Bible.
out of the water.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Hawk.
And I've got some pictures.
I was gonna
Witch.
say, I was bring us some of those pictures, dude.
I got some pictures. So this is a picture of the ceremony.
Yeah, there's the festival. That's the Naga festival.
That's the Naga festival, right? And then when they
Truth.
look over the body, where there's some of the
Where?
pictures
I.
of some of the fireballs that they see coming
Satan.
out of the water.
Seller.
Now these are not to be
Where?
confused. That one is freaking phenomenal right there.
Amazing. And then here's one more.
Help.
Oh, I like that one too. That one, I
This
don't know. This
How.
one here looks like it could have been. This one is. I don't
this
know
is
what the
my
hell it
favorite.
is.
This is I'm like, holy shit balls. There's no
Gambit.
clouds in the sky. So this
No,
isn't a lightning bolt. Because
no.
I saw a lot of stuff and I was like, okay, that kind of looks like lightning.
Yeah.
Um, and this one's interesting, but it's a little blurry. This is clear. This
Yeah.
picture really, like, I was like, "Whoa."
Like, you could see, like, what is that, a firework going off on the side there on the
Scratch.
ground?
On the right side there, they're setting off fireworks because it's the festival, but
Yeah.
they actually have
Louder.
these fireballs going off at the same time. So the Naga fireballs, or also known as the Bung Fai
Yeah.
or Phaya Nak,
Going.
also called the Mekong lights or the ghost lights, are a phenomenon said to be seen annually on the Mekong River.
Yeah. They're also they
Glowing
say
balls.
the Naga created the Mekong River.
Yeah, they say this is coming from the serpent, that the serpents are shooting these into the sky. Glowing balls
What
are
year is
alleged
it?
to naturally rise from water high into the air. These balls are said to be reddish and range in size from smaller sparkles up to the size of basketballs. They quickly rise up to a couple hundred meters before disappearing. The number of fireballs reported varies between tens and thousands per night.
Wow.
Who are they?
So they say that the Fayanaga live in the Mekong River,
Stop it.
and they are the ones that are like shooting
Singing.
these things out of the water.
That's
So the fireballs are most often reported
Cool.
around the night of the Wong Ok Fanza at the end of the Buddhist Lent in late October. So this
How
happens
did I die?
in late October
Not.
every year.
What year is it?
Naga fireballs have been reported over an approximate 250-kilometer or 160-mile long section of the Mekong River. So it just happens in that one area.
yeah.
But they have also seen fireballs rising from smaller rivers, lakes, and ponds in the region. But they're
More.
famous for this spot.
Yeah, there's a police office that claims to be in contact
What
with
should I
the
do?
Naga.
Yeah. No, I got to
Listen.
tell you, in my research on Thailand,
Yeah.
they are huge on this creature. They absolutely 100% believe that this creature exists and that they speak to it. And that it speaks to them. They also are very heavy believers in ghosts. They are like, ghosts are real.
Yeah.
To everybody in Thailand, ghosts are
Angry.
real.
Ghosts are very real. In fact, they create their own names. Here's a depiction. I'm just sharing some photos here. A depiction of what the Fire Naga looks like, and this is at a temple.
Yeah, that's an actual statue and temple, and there's hundreds of these. There are so many temples dedicated to the Fire Naga.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found statue after statue after statue of this creature all over the place in
It's
Thailand.
kind of crazy because when we decided to talk about this one, as part of a cryptid, it's kind of crazy that this might be the first cryptid we've ever talked about. This is considered a divine creature.
Yes.
And then I don't know what this picture is,
Demon.
Dave.
Okay, so
Oh, Dave,
this
you just said demon.
oh, God damn it.
Scared.
And it's scary.
Yeah, I'm scared. Fucking demon, God damn it.
Oh, that's warm. Whew.
Kyle.
Oh.
Feeling.
Tell Kyle to stop saying demon.
Bathroom.
Money, you need the bathroom later.
What is this a picture of? Is this a
I'm close.
dead Naga?
Hang on a second. But
Okay.
yes. Okay. So
I wouldn't have thought this to be I wouldn't have thought that you'd be able to capture or see a dead Naga being that they are a divine entity. I figured they would just go back to or that they
they would
were immortal.
This is apparently the head, just the head of a dead Naga.
That thing is fucking huge.
That's gigantic, right? And it was found in a cave in Laos.
Companion.
That's crazy. That's a crazy picture. I don't know what
I
the
mean,
hell
that
that is, but holy
was
shit.
Castle.
a stately snakehead for sure, and that thing's gotta be just that head is at least 10 to 15 foot.
Yeah, I was thinking 10 foot easy,
Yeah.
maybe 8, maybe 8 foot.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah, 8 to 10 foot
Like,
this way, and then, like, 5 or 6
what do
foot
you want?
wide, and then there's this one,
Living room.
which is apparently one spotted
Why?
in the river,
Follow you.
Oh,
and it's basically it looks like a Loch Ness monster
yeah, it's a
creature.
very Loch Ness monster feel,
Very
which
Loch Ness.
they are said to be responsible for an unnatural wave phenomena,
Well,
Drink.
considering how big these things get, yeah,
and they're responsible for marks on cars and on houses.
Don't leave.
yeah,
Maybe.
What kind of marks are they leaving on a car or a house?
right?
Peace.
This is that man, that's a if that's a
Adam.
Nugget head,
Sir.
imagine the rest of its body. That now I can
Yeah,
understand why they say 80 feet.
yeah.
Imagine something like that going
How
over
old
your
are you?
car, Dave. Does your insurance cover that?
I don't
Fire
I
Nugget
don't know,
damage?
I'm thinking Thailand might. They might cover Naga scratches.
I Do we gotta get farmers? Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
I wanna
Disrespectful.
see that commercial there.
If J.K. Simmons show up, "Did you get a Naga scratch? That's okay, farmers covers that.
What happened
We
here?
are
Cars just
farmers,
crumbled. What happened here? Fire Naga. It's okay. We
fine
got that
Naga.
covered.
Yeah, we got you.
We got that covered.
Yeah, we've seen everything, fine Naga. Yeah, we got that.
We got that.
How are you?
I bet you there's a commercial like that in Thailand. Oh, oh.
Um,
No,
Sit
the
down.
Naga, the fire Naga actually reaches all the way up into China. Like there's a Ehai Lake, which
mhm.
How
is
are you?
supposed to inhabit the Naga, and that's in like South China. People are praying to this thing, Dave.
Oh, yeah, no, there are temples in Thailand dedicated to this thing. This thing is a
Not.
god.
It's a divine
It's a
being.
Bless.
divine creature.
Axe.
I wonder if they use an axe to cut that head off.
I don't know. That'd have been some axe.
Yeah.
That'd have been some
Paul
Paul
Bunyan
Bunyan shit.
shit.
Sword.
We both went there. Oh. It's interesting that the police claim to be in contact with the Naga, and
Yeah,
Diseased.
but they don't elaborate on what that actually means. And
yeah,
it states that but there's nothing stating on what type of contact they have with it, or if that's how they fight crime. I don't know. It's like, is the Naga their personal Batman? I don't know what's going on there.
yeah. Hmm,
Healthy.
yeah, seems pretty healthy.
Great
Yeah,
white
so in Thai beliefs, the Nagas are considered the patronage of water.
Respect.
Nagas are believed to live in either water bodies or in caves. According to popular legend, the Mekong River in northeastern Thailand and Laos
Trapped.
was said to be created by two Naga kings slithering through the area.
I was gonna say, yeah, the Mekong River was created by them.
Yeah, thus creating the Mekong and the nearby Non River. The Mekong is synonymous with unexplained fireballs phenomenon. Yeah, they talked about that. Common
Tradition.
explanations of other sightings have been attributed to
Roy.
oarfish, elongated
Healthy.
fish with red crests. However, these are exclusively marine and usually live at great depths. So those are saltwater. So they were like, oh, that's an eel or an oarfish or
Teresa.
something like that.
Yeah.
But
Car.
that doesn't explain what's going on.
Yeah, fucks up cars.
So, due to the strong relation with everything water, the Naga in Thai belief
Cycle.
does also play a role in rain control. The
Ooh,
concept of the Nak Hai Nam, um, also called granting water, is used for annual rainfall prediction. It
wow.
is still practiced nowadays, most notably during the royal plowing ceremony. The oracle ranges from one Nak Hai Nam, one granted water, meaning the abundant rainfall should be observed that year, to a maximum of 7, meaning there might not be adequate
Amazing.
rainfall.
Wow.
What year is
In
it?
northern Thailand, the Singhanavati kingdom has a strong connection with the Nagas. The kingdom was believed to be built with aids of Nagas, and thus Nagas were highly revered by the royal
Ocean.
family. The kingdom for a period of time was renamed Yanak
Church.
Naga Raj.
How?
Um, and then it goes back it talks about Buddhist temples and folklore and stuff like that. But I thought it was interesting that they used the Naga to, like, predict the
Predict
rain
rainfall.
or yeah.
That's that's
Keep
interesting too. I
recording.
mean, they like it seems like the Thai people are this is like daily life for them. The
Yeah.
Naga. This is what they
Australia.
no, not
It's Australia.
Australia. It's
I think
Thailand.
Australia. We're in Thailand.
Horror.
I don't think this is a horror either. This is a very good cryptid. And again,
Well,
I find it
I don't know about
interesting.
I don't know about good, but this is a god.
It's a
Hair.
divine entity.
It's a divine entity. This is a worshipped being, not sacred like a cow in India.
No,
Forward.
This is a worshipped entity that the people of
Don't
Thailand
come in.
actually, like, pray to.
yeah. And it's kind of weird that this is
Stop it.
it's interesting that this is also part of Buddhist religion, considering
Yeah.
Buddha believes in a living God. And that I mean, I don't know why I don't did I say weird? I just find it interesting because it what's the word I'm looking for?
Do
Coincides.
not
Coincides,
curse.
thank you, not inspire. Coincides with the living God theology that they have.
Yeah. So, yeah, they talk about the Buddhist temples and palaces are often adorned with Naga statues. So they're really it ties into the Buddhist religion a lot.
Yeah.
The term yeah, the Naga is also present in various Thai architecture.
Dull.
Um, like, they're like roof components and stuff like that. Nagas are sometimes linked to medicine, um,
Talk to me.
owing to Nagaraja, at the presence in Hindu legend.
Maybe.
Wow, the Nagas are linked to medicine to some extent. The
Maybe.
the Nagas can
Window.
also be founded, um, substituting the snakes.
Killed.
Oh, in the rod of
Tell me about it.
Asclepius?
Hmm.
The rod with the 2 snakes?
Yeah.
They're saying that those are Nagas.
Wow. Wow. And that goes into Egyptian.
Yeah,
And I'm sitting here thinking about Hinduism, and that's like a huge belief
Are you
system
a
in
friend?
India.
yeah.
I've never heard anything about the Naga in India.
Why are you here? Dark. Picture.
That man, that's the more I think about this one, the more interesting it gets.
Abused. Innocent.
But, yeah, it's like,
Dangerous.
Philippines, Malaysia, huge thing in Thailand, Laos, Indonesia. Cambodia, Sri
Listen.
Lanka,
Bathroom.
kind of where it's the
Sorry.
Nagas are really
Real. Library.
This is a good one. This I don't know why, but it just keeps popping out at me. Police officer claims to be in contact with the Naga. It's like, what are you using that for?
and that's just in Thailand.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just talking about everything that's going on in Thailand for the Fire Naga.
Yeah.
More. Funny.
Wow, this is a good one. I like this one, Dave.
Yeah. This is neat. So this is interesting. The two chief disciples of the Buddha,
Okay.
which is Sariputta and Moggallana, I think is how it's pronounced,
Okay.
are both referred to as the Great Naga.
Wow. Huh. Wow. That's interesting too.
In front of you.
I'm still tripping also on the freaking fireballs
Eric.
shooting out of the freaking river.
Yeah, that's some friggin' that's some paranormal crap. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. The thing that strikes me as fascinating. There's not a whole lot of photographic evidence of the Naga. Like I said, the head and that one Loch Ness monster like picture.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I found. Otherwise, there's statues everywhere, and they just believe that these fireballs coming out of the water in the Mekong River are coming from the Naga.
Well, I mean, how else? I mean, can you explain why fireballs shoot out of the river?
No.
I don't know why they shoot them out of the river.
Yeah.
That's something
how is that impossible? How do fireballs come out of water?
Yeah, that's an oxymoron.
Yeah.
I mean, you can talk about flares, but
grandmother.
Yeah, is it another like version of swamp gas or something like that caused that flare up? I don't know.
Movie. What year is it?
I think I'm ready to score this though.
I think so too. I really like the legend of this.
Oh yeah. Lore's gonna be good here.
So much fun. And we're gonna look at that one more time because that's a badass picture.
You can tell that's going up.
Yeah. You can tell that's coming out of the water.
Demon.
Yeah.
Hunger.
Demon.
It said demon. It said demon and hunger.
Do not.
It said down. We both grabbed our shots and said, do not. Oh.
Oh, I can't wait till the after show.
Oh.
Man.
Oh. Oh. I don't think the salted caramel whiskey goes good with the Guinness. Oh.
Grandson.
Well, yeah, that doesn't seem like a. It seemed like
basement.
Oh, that just burned in my nose.
What date is it?
It's the 27th.
What brought you here?
Family.
What brought you here? Is that what that said?
Teresa. Be careful.
Hello, Teresa.
Mine said be careful again. Yeah, I just did 3 shots of that shit. Stop saying demon. Okay, yeah, let's score
from on my side too.
Your side.
Okay.
So let's score the Fire Naga. I'm sorry. Size, I'm at a 10.
10. 80 foot long, 10. The size of that head.
And the size of that head, that thing is huge.
10.
Karma.
Yeah. Speed
Speed. I don't
Crap.
underwater, I think it's pretty fast, but it also marks car hoods and walls, and you never see this creature.
know.
Who?
Is it stealthy
Uh,
or
yeah,
is it
is it I
fast?
think it's stealthy, but for it to be that big and you don't see it, and it can be
I think
but it can
something like
also
80 foot.
transform. It can be human form, it could be like half human, half
Louder.
snake, or it can go full on serpent.
Watching.
So it's got
And
like
I
3
think something
stages
like
of
80 foot
transformation.
probably moves pretty quick with each freaking whoosh, like in the
Yeah,
serpent form in the water. Like a whale, every time it wags its tail, is probably going 20 miles an hour.
yeah.
Truth.
So
Sin.
True.
we
I'm
gotta
Sis.
think
close.
with so
Dangerous.
is it faster than the other 2 we've talked about here? And then do we think it's faster than the one we did on Scare Network?
I don't think it's faster than the one on Scare Network.
I don't think so either, but I think I'm faster than the other 2.
You think it's faster
I think
than
it
the
I
one
think
that
it
shall
I
not
think
be
it's
named.
yeah. I'm
I
not taking
think
any
it's
chances,
faster than the
though.
Bat
Keep
Squatch.
going.
I think it's absolutely faster than the Bat Squatch, and I think it's faster than the other one. Um,
Alright, so we're at an 8. I like an 8. Like I said, I
yeah,
think it can move pretty quick being 80 foot long, especially
yeah,
in the water.
yeah.
Evidence, not a lot here.
Karma.
Except for the
Flame.
fireball.
Demon.
The fireballs, tens and thousands per night.
Castle.
And there's tons of pictures online of these
Yeah.
fireballs. Do they actually come from the Naga? I don't know,
Do not.
but
But if
it's as
we're
good a
we're
it's as good
putting
a
those
Are you
with
okay?
associating
as
with
good
the
as explanation
Naga,
as anywhere.
What is that? Abigail.
Look, there are parallels to
Blacksmith.
many old legends. The Kaddish staff of Hermes. Oh, okay. Caduceus.
if we put the fireballs with the Naga, I love that picture of the head.
Peaceful.
If they are if the people in Thailand attribute, they absolutely believe that these are coming from the Naga.
Then
So I've got to take that at face value.
yeah. I'd probably put evidence
7?
7. I think it's that one's if just because it's so much stuff coming out of that river.
So much stuff coming out of the river
Okay.
and so much
That
belief from
that
the people of
head,
Thailand.
that picture of the head.
Yeah.
Aggression is nil. There's no aggression from this stuff.
I I mean it scratches cars and walls and stuff, so I think
That's
there's
just a
some
big
aggression, but not
thing.
toward people.
That's I wouldn't put that as aggression. That's just something that big moving over shit.
I think it's like, yeah, I don't want to say
What
bull in
year
a
is
china
it?
shop because they
Yes.
actually myth busted that, but kind of like that thing to where it's just flying, so it's gonna mark something up
Yeah.
because it's just big and it's trying to get through this area. So
Nathan.
I I agree with that, but do we want to go one with the aggression? I mean, I really think because it's a god essentially, it's benevolent.
Yeah, I don't feel any aggression
Flames.
from this. I know it's
No.
gonna hurt the score, and the score's not gonna really.
But I think no, I think the aggression and the danger are gonna be low here,
Yeah.
but I think everything else is gonna be high. So
What
Gerald.
honestly, do you think
Purgatory.
there's any aggression aspect to the Fire Naga? The fireballs coming out of the water don't even hurt people.
fireballs, maybe, but they don't bother anybody. They're
Ugh,
just shooting up out of the water. They're
Cellar.
not hitting anything, and there's no reports of anybody being hurt by the fireballs.
no, they
There's
worship
no
these things as
reports of
good
anybody
creatures.
being, um, I just
I guess if you want to add the damage to homes and cars, you can, but I don't
but I
know.
think I don't think that's an aggression. I think that might be a danger. Might add to a
danger.
danger point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm at a 1.
Yeah, I'm at a 1 here for the aggression.
I don't think it's an aggressive entity. I think it's benevolent. I think it's I don't think it lashes out. I don't think it really cares. I think it views us indifferently, much like most gods.
Yeah.
Liar.
Okay.
But at the same time, when I go to our next category here, lore, I'm at a 10.
Oh, it's a 10. I'd give it a 12 if I could.
Yeah.
I hear you.
I think it needs to be Spinal Tap. We should give it an 11. But okay.
It's definitely a 10. 2,000
yeah, it's definitely
years old. The fact
it's at least 2,000. We're got to go 3,000 because if there's written sense about it, it's 2,000 rituals date back 2,000 years. So
writings date back well over that. If we're writing
writings date back 3,000 years.
And then if we go back to the Egyptian freaking staff further back.
Mhm.
You're talking about 10,000 years, 20,000 years.
Dice.
Wow. Yeah, no, it's got to be 10. Like I said, it needs to go higher if it could.
Yeah.
Okay, manifestations. This is interesting because we definitely have the fireballs. We definitely have it's marking cars and stuff, and we have the head.
We have a police office that's claiming
the police office that communicates with it. So yeah, I think manifestation. I mean, not great,
wave
but
phenomenon.
Good. The wave phenomenon. That's a manifestation. So yeah, that's got to give a point.
Fireballs.
And the fireballs are they're so frequent.
And thousands per night.
Yeah. And other bodies of water. So gosh, 8?
8, maybe a 9.
Photo.
Is it 8 or 9 or 8 maybe a 9?
8 maybe a 9 for me. Because not many manifestations of the creature itself.
Yeah.
That's kind of where it's kind of losing a little gumption for me. So yeah, Damien says this goes to 11.
So it goes to 11. Yeah. It's the history on this thing is just
agree. I think we might want to Spinal Tap that shit and give it an 11. So yeah, I'm gonna go 8.
There are parallels to many old legends. So the Kadesha staff are Hermes. Yeah, that's
I showed that already.
Oh, I was reading stuff.
Yeah, I think this is where we were talking about the fireballs, I think.
Yeah.
So are you gonna go 8 or do you want to go 9?
No, I put 8. I put 8. The audio I think here hurts.
Judith.
The audio hurts because they're not.
But I have to give points to the audio, the fact that the police station talks to it.
The police station talks to it. They are in communication with the Nagas.
What that communication is, I don't know, but I'm going to take it as verbal.
Strong.
I don't know.
I think it could be telepathic. I don't know.
Kitchen.
I don't know. I gotta go 5. I gotta give it a 5. If a police station
Brandy
is in communication with this thing, I gotta go 5.
Well, hold on. Before we write 5 down, do the fireballs make noise?
It doesn't say that.
Always.
It doesn't say that you hear anything.
Yeah, it doesn't say that you hear the fireballs. It doesn't say that you don't hear the marks on the cars, you just see them later.
Oh, yeah. You're not hearing cars being crushed. Or
you're not hearing that.
Other side.
Okay.
The whole police station devoted to the Naga and talking to him, that's just crazy.
Yeah,
that's male.
So yeah, I'm gonna stay at a 5. I don't know where you want.
No, I like the 5. I like the 5.
What is that?
I can't go below that because we got people talking to it. Can't go higher than that because there's no more than that.
They're police officers talking to the Naga. That's just or communicating. Like I said, we don't know how they're communicating, but they're communicating.
Come in. Coming to get me.
It could be whale song for all we know.
Okay, so feels. I gotta go high here on feels.
I'm gonna go higher here on feels. This is something that people religiously.
There is.
This country worships this thing, and other countries do. This is worshipped in the Buddhist religion. So there is an emotional connection to this being
Yeah,
Immune.
Hinduism, Jainism.
because of its divine nature.
Yeah.
Computer.
I agree.
It's not fear, it's
No,
devotion.
it's good feels. It's not a bad feels
No,
here.
it's devotion,
It's
it's
all
worship.
positive
It's
energy.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. This is a positive, but it's huge. I think this is major when
How
when
many?
multiple countries like worship this thing. There's statues all over Thailand for
Is
this.
it
They have a police force dedicated to it.
yeah.
And then
Is
you
it
got the
as
awe
high?
inspire just the awe, the shock and awe of the fireballs too.
Yeah. Oh, dude. They have a
I think that
festival dedicated to this thing.
they have a festival dedicated to this every year.
Is it as high as the one that shall not be named?
I'm trying to I I I wanna say yes
Because it's
because
good, right? It's like it gets that
because
extra
bec
boost.
because it's great feels, but it's positive.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only reason why I'm thinking I wanna give it an
Stop
8
it.
is because it's not
Horrible.
fearful, it's positive, but
Yeah.
I think there's enough
Show
positive because you've
yourself.
got
What happened?
multiple countries, not just
Multiple.
Thailand, but you got
Yeah.
multiple countries that worship this thing,
Yeah.
multiple religions that worship this thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta match our Voldemort and give it a 9.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Objects.
Cable.
You got the fireballs.
You got the fireballs, you got
You
the
got the
car mark,
cars, you
you
got
got
the
the walls,
houses.
Glue. Snake.
houses,
Attic. Candle.
Multiple
yeah, I like that it
statues.
said snake. That was interesting. You got statues all over the place dedicated to it. You got the whole worship thing, you got the festival. I'm very keen on the fireballs as an object.
Yeah.
I think
True.
that's a major thing that's
Tens
gonna
and
give it
thousands per night.
yeah, that's at least a 5 by itself.
Yeah.
So,
I'd probably put objects probably around a 7.
I'm gonna go 7. Yeah, I think a 7's good.
Companion. Witch.
And th
Danger level's low. I don't think it's dangerous. I think these are benevolent. This is a benevolent creature
you got some
that
property damage.
does not intend to harm, but I think the size alone
Create some property damage.
warrants some kind of danger.
Yeah, you got some property
Right.
damage, you get in
Yeah,
its
you got
way, you might
property
get ran
damage,
over.
you got the fireballs, which, they haven't caused a problem yet, but I think the potential is there.
Okay.
Is there.
Okay. I but I can't go higher than a 3.
I was thinking 3.
Disrespectful.
Yeah.
It is not disrespectful. This thing is not dangerous.
This thing is absolutely respectful. This is the most respectful cryptid that I have ever talked about.
I
I
agree.
would worship this fucking thing. I would be like, dude. And this might be the tequila talking because I've had 3
Neil.
shots. But I love this thing.
Yeah.
I would fucking pray to this thing.
Yeah, this is
Where are
pretty
you
cool.
from here?
I would love to
Criminal.
go to this festival. And you know what?
It'd be a good reason to
unfortunately
go to Thailand.
yeah,
Coming to get me.
this is really funny because in April I'm supposed to
Smile.
go to
Your name.
Thailand.
What happened?
That's right.
So in April I'm supposed to go to Thailand, and this
Yeah.
my nephew Brendan is being deployed there. And we were originally he was supposed to be deployed in Hawaii. We were going to go there in April, but now he's being deployed in Bangkok, and we're actually supposed to go there in April. I don't think we're going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
but
gonna be awesome if you do.
this is interesting. If I get the opportunity, if I do go to Thailand in April, I am going to
Oh, you'll have to go
I'm
check
going to
out
do
the
some yeah, I'm gonna I know that I might not be able to see the
Innocent.
fireballs and stuff, but I won't see the festival, but if I'm there in April, I'm gonna see if I can, I'm gonna see if I can find that police station that talks to the Fayanaga and find
Oh,
out.
hell yeah.
That's what I wanna do. I wanna go to how do you guys talk to this thing?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be in
Um,
human form. They could just be talking.
Yeah, that could just be. I could just be the captain of the police station could be a Naga in human form.
I got a 69, bro.
I'm trying. Companion.
Okay. I'm at a
Rich.
60. Let me
Hell.
do it again.
10, 18, 25, 26, 36, 44,
44,
49,
49,
58,
65,
66,
68.
58. Oh, shit. Because I saw the 9. 58, 65, 66, or
I'm
68.
close.
68.
68. But
It's still
still,
our highest score of the night. It's
68.
our highest score.
That is our
68.
highest score of the night.
That's our highest score of the night, but they're really close. I mean, our scare work.
Scare Network, scarenetwork.tv.
Our Scare Network TV exclusive got a 66. Our creature that must not be named, so that we don't change into an owl, got a 67, and then the Fire Naga got a 68. So, it's not a Wendigo, but that's because the Wendigo is a dangerous motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, and we're under 2 hours. We finished it.
Yeah,
Dude.
under 3. Yeah. I got a total of this week's cryptid,
That's
including the I can't believe you gave
Including
the
our first.
score of our Scare Network TV out there on live TV, Dave. We just
It's
give
not
people
live TV, but yeah, that'll
with
probably our exclusive episode will probably drop Monday by how we did
Yeah.
last week's. So it'll drop Monday.
But with the total with everything, with all 4 locations, we get a total of this week's cryptids at a 65. 6.
Olivia. I
Look at
see
that.
you.
It seems like it'll be lower than that. But no, it's probably right. Hold on. La 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 la. I've had too much. 64.75. So yes, rounds up to 65. So I was right. It was a little bit lower, but it rounds up. So
Which is 1 point higher than the first week.
yes. And that's because we had like a 51. We had a 51 and a 55, and then we had 2 70s.
Yeah.
So our average is better, but we had a lower ceiling.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad.
That's some good cryptids, bro. I'm really happy. I love the history of the Fire Naga. I love the culture there. I'm really interested. So next week we do our location, and because we did the Fire Naga, we did the Fire Naga for a reason.
Yeah.
And that reason is
we're heading to Thailand.
Yeah, we're heading to Thailand. We're going to talk about haunted locations in Thailand. And I got to tell you, like I said, they absolutely believe in ghosts. They absolutely believe in the paranormal.
They name them, Dave.
They name them. They name their ghosts. They don't have a top 10 haunted locations. They have a top 10 ghosts.
Yes. Yes. Thailand's going to be fun to talk about. We're going to
Thailand's going to I think Thailand can be in multiple parts because I'm anxious to do our pregame on this because
there's going to be so many places to talk about.
There's so many places that we can talk about, and there are just individual ghosts that are named.
Yeah.
That we can talk about. So we could do like an episode just on the ghosts, and we could do an episode on locations. Man,
that's gonna be interesting.
I'm really excited. At first, I was like, "Ooh, Thailand." I don't know if I want to talk about Thailand, but then in the research that we did, I was like, "Holy shit, this place is crazy."
I know you did make a weird face when I mentioned Thailand. You're like, Thailand?
Yeah. I got that face like, did I just step in something? Is that dog shit?
No, it's Thailand.
No, it's Thailand. And it was funny because I'm walking this morning, and what song should come on but One Night in Bangkok?
What?
And I
Synchronicity,
immediately
Dave.
started thinking about this episode that we're going to do next week, and I'm like, man, and the world's
Synchronicity.
your oyster.
Yeah.
So
Doom.
Doom. Thanks.
At least you didn't say the other D word, Dave.
Yeah. Four
So
demons. I don't think I could do a fourth shot. I am a little fucked up.
we're gonna get out of here, but before we do, I just want to say thank you to Anchor. Anchor is what allows us to
Anchor.
take the audio portion of this
Great.
live broadcast and put it out to your favorite spots like Spotify, Google
There it is.
Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket
Found it.
Cast, Radio Public, Apple Podcasts, and of course the iHeartRadio. Uh,
Listen.
they're a great way to start up your podcast. They'll actually sponsor you. It's actually a great way to continue growing with your podcast because as you grow your fan base, they'll actually help you find more sponsors. So I want to
Yep.
thank Anchor for that. And of course, we want to thank StreamYard. StreamYard is what allows us to do the multicasting to where we're allowed to be live on the Facebook page, the
Mom.
Spirit John and Dave on YouTube, and of course, Spirits on Twitch. So appreciate that. And of course, man, guys, go check out scarenetwork.tv. That's the place to go to see our exclusives. It's
Yeah.
you gotta it is a subscription. It's cheap. It's $4.99
Yeah.
a month. $40 for the year. You can literally save $20 by paying the annual. Nobody saves $20 on an annual subscription, but scarenetwork.tv does that for you. Not only will you catch our stuff on there, you'll catch tons. They have tons of stuff to watch on there. Beautiful
They have
documentaries.
great-
Amityville
great-
Resurgence, The Dog Man. There's lots of stuff on there.
And they have exclusive rights to certain horror movies. They just signed a Japanese horror movie.
Yeah, that looks.
And they actually have horror movies on there.
Yeah.
Along with their, along with their paranormal
Content.
documentary stuff. Just great stuff. You guys
Great stuff.
definitely check that out. ScareNetwork.tv. Sign
we're-
up.
Yeah. Sign up.
Yeah.
Go watch our stuff. You'll enjoy it. We're gonna get out of here. As soon as we pop off of here. Of course, you can always catch our stuff later on our own YouTube page. We got everything on there as well.
Please
Dave, the
subscribe.
technical director over there, the host with the most, also known as your
Yep.
technical director, David Lowe. He's going to be adding some extra stuff and kind of help building up the YouTube page. So keep an eye out for that because
Okay.
Dave's awesome that way.
I think I got the intro and outro done. So I do want to show both.
You do want to show both. So we're going to do an intro. We're going to do an intro, and then we're going to go into the outro.
If it doesn't work, I'm going to be like, son of a bitch. I'm still going to be pissed off, but I think it worked. I think I got it. Here we go. You guys, I apologize, but
we're
I'm bringing it to you right now.
And go to Instagram Live, so you can go to Spirits with Spirits 13 and join us on the post
for our post game, which is going to be a lot of fun because
yeah,
I'm turning off my ghost tube though. No more demons. I can't.
Yeah.
All right, night.
All right,
all right, so I'm gonna intro first, and then I'm gonna go, yay, we found it, and then I'm gonna play the outro, and then we'll be out.
All right. Yeah,
it worked.
We finally saw the intro at the end of the show. He's so happy, folks. He's so happy.
Oh,
Oh,
good things, joy.
that's
Oh,
great.
oh, yay.
All right, guys, we're gonna hit the outro now, and then if you want to, go ahead and jump over to the Spirits of Spirits
Join
13.
us on Instagram because we're going to have a lot of fun talking about our post game. So
Oh,
we'll
yes.
see you over there. You guys take care. Have a good night.
Spirits with spirits.